And that was it. She was flat on her back for weeks.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty amazing. I can't believe it happened. I mean, but it seems to happen every time.
Classic Gareth. I mean, yes. I had $1 for every time I woke up in that situation.
I know, exactly. Yeah. Sometimes fully dressed.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to, well, I don't even need to apologize for being 5 minutes late, right? Because they expect it at this point. Everybody expects it at this point. Sorry, we're late, guys, as usual. Welcome to episode 55.
55, which is my age in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, I didn't even think to mention it when we passed my age.
Oh.
Because I'm still a young, I'm still a young whippersnapper, not like you're.
My old decrepit body.
We are lucky enough to be joined tonight by James from Quaint and Curious Volumes.
Hello, everybody. Nice to be here. Thanks for having
me. Now it's now we got tonight. We have two teachers and me. So I will be significantly outclassed tonight as we discuss literature for an entire 10 minutes, probably. I don't know.
We do learn a lot from you, though, Dave. You teach us in other ways.
All right, let's see who's here. Libro's here. Hey, Libro. You're here early today. Usually I come in a little later. Nice to see you. Gareth's here. Hey, Gareth.
Hello, Gareth. How you doing?
Heidi's here. Hey, Heidi. Ooh. Halfway through The Dispossessed. Enjoying it, but reading it in small doses. It's very dense and social ideas. It feels like her best work yet. So
that's my favorite Ursula K. Le Guin book.
I totally fell down on after I made you feel guilty. Then I totally fell down on the Le Guin project. So. So James, you're not doing this Le Guin. You're not on the Le Guin thing, are you?
No, but some of my best friends are failing your project. So
yeah, so I made Gareth didn't include me in the original list, and I really gave him a hard time about it, and I was very insulted.
I thought you might let me down after a few months.
Yeah, and I only made it through one book. In fairness, it wasn't awesome though, the first book. So it.
Oh, it's her fault. Okay, you're right. So he blames Ursula K. Le Guin for him not reading her stuff. Wow.
Yeah, you read any Le Guin, James?
I've read the first 3 Earthsea books, and I enjoyed them.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I've read the first one.
Yeah.
Let's see who else is here. Julie's here. As ready as I'll ever be for this madness. Awesome. Greg is here. Hey, Greg.
Hi, Greg.
Hey, Greg.
Alan's here, waiting on the bus.
I like that.
We reach all corners of the world.
That's right.
Even the buses.
Thursday evenings are always better when this thing is on. Yeah. So here's why I make my apology. So I'm sorry. We totally skipped the last one. So it's been 4 weeks, right? So that's totally my fault. I kind of double booked the schedule, and I had a work thing I had to go away for. So that's why we missed that. So I should have done an announcement about it, and I forgot. So sorry, everyone.
It's funny, isn't it? What we did was we just binned off the other guests, and we kept the same dates to the ones we'd already booked.
Yeah. Well, because everybody was scheduled, and then we had to, cancel on the next one. So I'll mention that now too. We did have Pat scheduled for 2 weeks from now. I had to cancel that because I'm getting a shoulder surgery in like a week or shortly before, almost 2 weeks from now. So I'll be out of commission for a little bit. Gareth was kind enough to say we can put the show on pause. So we're thinking we'll maybe be back in about, it's not going to be usual 2 weeks, maybe about a month. If we can come a little earlier, a little later, we may have to adjust it, but probably about a month.
And he's gonna come back with massive shoulders. He's having an enlargement.
Yeah.
Grafts.
So.
Yeah.
He's a big fan of 80s soap operas, and he thought, I want the huge shoulders.
So so not life threatening, obviously, but I have been through it before. I did it with the other shoulder, and I know what it's like afterwards. It's and so I know I'm not going to be, sitting doing a live stream for a little bit. So, so that's that. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Aaron.
Hi, Aaron.
Hi, Aaron. Oh, Aaron, are you going to be meeting up with us in London? Please answer that question. I know that Roy's going to be there, which is awesome, and Gavin's going to be there. So
when's the meetup?
On the 6th of June.
6th of June. You heard it here first, everybody. 6th of June. Be there or be square. Meet up in London.
Now I've just tripled the amount of people. Casey will be like, what the hell are you doing? I'm really sorry.
I don't know if I was allowed to invite you on Gareth's behalf, but you're all invited. London, June 6th.
Oh, that reminds me, right? This is an amazing, I've never said this story before, and it is ridiculous. But when I was a student at the college that I teach now, so when I was 17, I was a student there, and my mate had a house party. Right, you can see where this is going. So his parents went away, and he decided to have a house party. He was the youngest of 3 brothers, and the oldest brother was like, he spent the entire night in his bedroom going, "Oh, we're gonna get killed, and all this, thinking his parents are gonna do it when he came back. But what we did, we were really clever. What we did, we decided to not just invite some people around, but also put up posters around the college saying the time and the address of the party. And it was absolute chaos, and loads of stuff was broken. At one point, we were invaded by this local gang, which at the time was the 657 crew. They've stopped now, but they all came in, and it was mental. And the police came in and and stopped the party. It was completely insane. Wow. And I think it's because we put up posters around the college walls, just playing party on Saturday at this address.
And the gang showed up to actually party.
Yeah. It was absolute madness. They came in and wrecked the joint, and his poor parents came back and said, "What the hell's happened here?"
Oh my God!
We were the next day we were trying to sort of glue things back together again, and try to make the house look something like it was when they left. It's absolute chaos. So yeah. I might have done that with the London get together.
Alan's on the bus now. Favorite Leguin is Tehanu, the 4th Earthsea book. You are all missing out.
Someday, Aaron.
Someday. Hi, Constance.
Hey, Constance. Well, you said you read the first 3, right? It's just one short.
Yeah, it's your next one.
So Aaron might be there.
Oh, he's got to see if he's not busy,
Yeah.
I'll go if I'm bored.
He might come across a poster for a really wild college party there.
Yeah, I'm going to go down there and smash stuff.
Yeah. You should hang up some of those posters for your loft, Gareth, throw a little shindig in your loft and put them all around Portsmouth. See what happens. Imagine the biker gang shows up.
Yeah, I go, didn't you see it's dated 1989? What's the matter with you lot?
So James, while we're caught up for a second here, you want to just for those that don't know you, do you want to just tell everybody, about your channel and what kind of stuff you talk about?
It's a very kind of casual booktube channel, as in I don't really edit, and I seldom do a special thumbnail. I just kind of turn it on and talk, and when I feel I've said enough, I turn it off and then I post it. So and I read a fair amount of classics, I suppose. I'm participating in the Sound of May this month, reading a bunch of music books. I'm friends with Randy Ray, the literate Texan, and we do a lot of things together. So we have a live stream every other week where we talk about classic movies called Cinephile Sundays, which is a lot of fun.
It's a great show.
Thank you. And I'm participating in his book club. I've got my own list of classics I'm reading this year. So things like Tom Jones and The Hunchback of Notre Dame. So yeah, I've been on BookTube for about 2 years now, and it is a great deal of fun. So,
and what made you decide to start a BookTube channel?
I've been watching, I've been watching people like Book Time with Elvis and Book Songs and Other Magic and Steve Donahue and the Literate Texan, and everyone seemed to be having fun doing tags, talking to each other, and I said, I could do that. So there you go.
That looks like fun.
It does look like fun. It is fun, and I've met a lot of cool people, including Pat. Hi, Pat.
Pat's here. Hey, Pat.
Yeah, Pat and I joined about the same time. So.
Okay. All righty. So what are you reading these days?
Well, I just finished a book this morning for The Sound of May, and it's a book called Finding the Raga by Amit Chaudhuri. And Amit Chaudhuri is he's from India. His family's from Calcutta, and he grew up in the 60s listening to like Neil Young and Joni Mitchell and wanting to be a folk singer. But his mother was an amateur raga singer, like Hindustani classical singer. And at a certain point, he got interested in that himself. And then he went to college in London at University College London, and he continued practicing Indian classical singing there. So it's a little bit of sort of a combination of like a philosophical introduction to the system of Hindustani classical music mixed with his own memoirs of it. And he has a novel that I read several years ago called The Immortals, which having read this, I know that about 70% of the stuff in that book is directly from his own life because he repeats a lot of it. But it's really good. And I studied some Hindustani classical music myself for a few years, so that gave me a bit of a handle on some of the stuff that he's talking about in here. So really awesome. Good book. Yeah. So that's what I'm reading. And then for Randy Ray's Lone Star Book Club, I'm reading Empire Falls by Richard Russo this month.
What's that about?
It's a novel about kind of a post-industrial town in Maine where there used to be a textile mill that closed down. But it's like closed down like a few decades ago, but it still sort of dominates the history and the life of the town. And the protagonist runs a diner and wants to get out and do bigger things with his life, but he's kind of feels stuck there for various reasons. And that goes on for about 500 pages. It's that kind of book. But it's, okay. It gets by on charm. I'm starting to get a little tired of these characters, but we'll see if he can pull it off.
Is that a pretty?
Is it a big book?
What's that?
Is it a big book?
It's about 500 pages.
Okay, yeah.
It won the Pulitzer.
Oh, it did.
Mm-hmm.
I was just about to ask, is that a famous book?
It won the Pulitzer, and it was an HBO miniseries. So that's about as famous as an American book.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
I've heard of Richard Russo, but I wasn't sure why. But it might be because of that book. But I don't know.
He also wrote a book called Nobody's Fool that was pretty popular, and it was made into a movie with Paul Newman. And then he had like a campus novel called Straight Man that was pretty funny about a college professor and his wacky goings on, but yeah. And then this Sunday we're having a Cinephile Sundays where we're talking about Red River, the 1948 Western, and we have a guest. Or most of the time we have a guest, and this week our guest is Talia, who has a channel called Talia Nerds Out that you may have seen. She's very good, and she's great on classic films. She really knows these old movies inside and out. So.
Sorry, Ralph's moaning.
I just got distracted here with the. I noticed. You ever flip the screen? Either you guys on these?
Flipped it.
Yeah, well, because I just noticed because my shirt is like the writing is backwards, and I was just.
That's right now.
It never occurred to me before.
Your writing is right way across the way I see it.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You guys see it normal?
Yeah, I've got my TV on. It looks fine.
Oh, I guess you just see your own that way then. Or maybe I have my whole thing reversed. I don't know.
It says Eurocube. Yeah, I get
it. Good band name. Can I ask you, when you said you were studying ragas, did you do that in an academic kind of looking at the staves, or did you do it as a player? Or
well, a little bit of both, because I did a graduate degree in ethnomusicology, so we kind of like read a lot of the theory of it in certain classes, but I studied it as a player. I had found a very cheap sitar at a certain point in time, and it was like $150. How could I not buy this thing? And then it turned out that there was a man in my town who taught sarod and sitar, and his father, whom he had learned from, who was like had learned from a guy named Damodar Lal Kabra, who learned from Ustad Alauddin Khan, who was the teacher of Ravi Shankar. So that guy taught me my first lessons on the sitar.
That's awesome.
Which was fantastic. Yeah. So
I mean, your Sound of May tag has got lots of information about different instruments you played over the years, which is really cool.
yeah.
I wanted to do a master's in ethnomusicology. Actually, that's the area I'd go in if I did a master's in music. But it's really expensive, and I wouldn't be able to justify it because it wouldn't really affect my job. So I'd be getting us into more debt just to say, "Oh, I've got a master's in music," So
I'll tell you, that does not get you very far.
No, but I'd love to do it. So, and I've slowly collected books over the years in case I ever get a windfall and I can do something like that. Do you know what I mean? I'm collecting material to use.
So I should probably be embarrassed to admit this, but I don't know what a sistar is. I assume it's like a guitar.
A sitar. It's an Indian classical instrument. I don't know if you know who Ravi Shankar is.
No.
He's probably in America the most famous classical musician from India.
Okay.
If you've heard the song Norwegian Wood by the Beatles, that is often people's first encounter with the sitar and the sound of it. So it is a stringed instrument, and it has a certain kind of buzzing quality to it. That's characteristic.
You'd recognize it as the sound, a very recognizable sound from Indian music, because it's often in Indian music. It's a very common instrument. George Harrison got well into Indian music, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
He met Ravi Shankar, and that's him playing the sitar on that song.
Does it look kind of like a guitar?
Yeah, it's got loads of strings and tons of frets. How many frets has it got? Like about 28 or something?
It has about something like 28 frets, and it has depending on the system you use, it has approximately 20 strings, and you
and
only
a much smaller body, isn't it?
Yeah, the body is made out of a gourd, which is quite large actually, and very fragile, and then the neck is hollow.
An actual gourd?
Yeah. And then a lot of them will have a second gourd attached at the other end, which is kind of like having a resonator. So it kind of echoes the sound back towards you through the neck, because the neck is hollow, and the strings, you thread these sympathetic strings in there. So So you'll have a lot of the strings are tuned to the scale that you're playing in. And so you'll be playing on the main string, and you'll hit a note, and then the string that's tuned to that note will kind of ring out without you plucking it. And that's another kind of part of the characteristic quality of that music.
Is this with a C or an S? I got a C.
SITAR.
SITAR.
Also, James, you mentioned an oud in your video.
Yeah.
And I've got my video for that tag coming out on Saturday night for me, but it'll be I think it'll be Saturday afternoon for you guys. Yeah. And I mentioned the fact that I've got an oud and it intimidates me loads. So I sort of briefly say how many instruments I've got. And I've got an oud, but it's tuned up. My son sorted out the strings, so it's in tune, but
that's really long.
Scary beast.
That's really long, the sitar.
It is.
And what did you just say now? An oud? How do you spell that?
Yeah, OUD.
Yeah.
They look amazing and they sound amazing. I love the sound of an oud, but I've got to get my head around playing it. The tuning's bizarre. So if you're a guitar player, you're like, what the hell? When
the tuning of the oud is very similar to a guitar because it's fourths.
It's got like a crooked handle.
I guess so, but I suppose it's where you put the strings as well. Because when we were tuning which string was what, we were like, oh, it's that one now, and it didn't seem to correlate to the machine heads that you're used to.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I play I have an instrument called a jimbush, which is based on the oud, but it's like a post-industrial Turkish thing that this guy invented in the I think in the 19-teens. And so I'll show it.
Yeah.
The guy was a metal worker, and he, in place of that big wooden body, he made this
I love that
aluminum pot.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I was going to say it looks like a saucepan.
And instead of having a wooden board, it's got this is like Formica or something on it. So, and then it has machine heads on it instead of the wooden pegs that you have on an oud. It's got metal strings. So this is tuned in straight fourths.
Right.
I don't know if you can hear it. Usually you can't hear stuff too well on StreamYard. And then the last set is just like a whole step down from the fifth set. So it's very similar to a guitar, except for the ways that it isn't. Sorry, it's not that.
Yeah. I've had more success with a bouzouki because I've got an octave mandolin and a bouzouki, and I've played my bouzouki more than the mandolin. Right. I love the sound of a bouzouki, and my one's an Irish one rather than a Turkish one or Greek one. But they all come from that area. You know, the Irish nicked the idea from the Greeks, didn't they?
They sure did.
Yeah. But the bouzouki sound amazing. They sound, I mean, they sound a bit like a mandolin or mandola, but it's just slightly different. But it's the double string thing. It's the resonance from the double strings.
Yeah, it's
some strange looking instruments. That oud looked like the base of it looked like a boat.
Yeah.
And then like the handles like at like 90 degrees. It just like bends.
Yeah.
What's the point of the bend?
I think it's just aesthetic. I don't think it's to do with the suspension or anything.
No, I mean, it gives you a sharp break over the bridge, so your string is like really taut, is the main thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I always, when I look at it, I always go, "Oh my god, it's broken!" I go, "No, it's nude."
Right.
After I've got used to it.
Greg said, "No one may understand this reference. Whenever anyone mentions June 6, my brain starts into it was the dark moon on the 6th of June in a Kenworth pulling logs." Anybody know?
That's a song, isn't it?
It must be some kind of trucker song, I'm guessing.
You got to tell us what it is, Greg.
Yeah.
James, have you read The House of the Dead?
James has read The Dead, but not The House of the Dead. So no, sorry.
Montgomery
Cliff
Red
in
River.
Yes, he is. He co-stars with a guy named John Wayne in Red River.
A guy named John Wayne. How come you're not doing Red River in June when June on the Range is happening?
We're doing other westerns in June for June on the Range.
That's a good answer, isn't it?
Yeah. I think we're doing if I remember right, we're doing the Wild Bunch with
wow.
Greg from another Bibliophile Reads in June.
Cool.
Yeah.
If you ever want me to go on, I'd love to talk about films. If you ever want me on,
I would love to have you on. What do you have? We generally try to make it movies that are before 1983. And
that's fine.
Oh, he knows movies before 83.
I'm sure he does. So if you've got a classic that you have in mind, or two or three, just shoot me a message with them, and I'll see which one Randy will agree to do.
Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, this one's for you, James. I think.
Was Ravi Shankar on George Harrison's recordings? Did you already say? Ravi Shankar was George Harrison's teacher. So when he did Norwegian Wood, he had just found a sitar like in an import shop in London and just like figured out how to tune it and played it for Norwegian Wood. But then he became a serious student and he traveled to India and worked with Ravi Shankar. And I think that Ravi Shankar is on some of George Harrison's recordings. There's a track on
the solo stuff, isn't it? It's on,
on his solo recordings. There's a track on Sgt. Pepper's that has some Indian musicians, but they're not credited, and it's not Ravi Shankar. It's like some Indians who, were living in London because there's a lot of Indians in London, and they just hired them, and still no one knows who they were. But they were on.
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
this random people. I love it.
I'm saying hi. 25 years ago, I used to go to an old movie theater and see the classic movies, and a professor would give a lecture afterwards in Greenwich. It's supposed to be Greenwich, Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the movies was Stagecoach.
Stagecoach is a good movie.
Awesome. It's nice when you can see a film and then you also get a lecture afterwards. I love that idea.
Yeah.
One of my favorite unusual cinema trips was I went to see the silent version of Faust, and there was a live pianist playing the music, like a piano next to the screen. And that was awesome.
Fantastic.
That would have been how that would have been done at the time. That was cool. There wasn't a lecture afterwards, but it was pretty cool having a live piano playing.
I think Spock played the lute in one of the episodes.
Well, the lute comes from the oud.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the oud is the original, and then lute comes from that, and then eventually, obviously, you get the guitar centuries later.
That is how it went. Now, if you're into Spock, not this Sunday, but 2 Sundays hence, we're doing the Search for Spock, Star Trek 3.
Oh,
classic.
Okay.
And our guest is it's this young kid who begged us to let him on and to talk about Search for Spock. So so
is he like a YouTuber? Or?
Yeah, it's Steve Donahue.
Oh, okay.
He might spend more time talking about the things he doesn't like about the other films rather than that film.
For sure. I'm pretty sure that's how it'll go down.
Yeah, he might.
Data played the flute, right?
No, the lute. He did play the lute in one of the episodes.
Data?
Oh, Data. Sorry, yeah, Data played. Yeah, maybe. I mean, Riker played the trumpet. Sorry, the trombone. I think Riker played the trombone. Picard played the flute in The Inner Light, which is one of the best Star Trek episodes ever. He played a little penny whistle kind of thing.
Is that the one where
But
he?
Data did play something though.
Wait, which episode did Picard play the flute? Say it again.
In The Inner Light, Picard played a little kind of tin whistle kind of flute.
What was the name?
The Inner Light. It's where he does.
That's where he has the whole other life in like
Yeah.
a couple of minutes.
Yeah. Incredible episode.
That is an incredible episode.
Yeah.
I would agree with you. You think that's one of the best Next Generation episodes ever?
It's one of the best Star Trek episodes ever.
Yeah, I would agree. That was one of those few episodes that like you felt a little sick in your stomach at the end of it, right? Like you felt the pain, right?
Yeah, he lived an entire life, and then it wasn't his life in the end.
Yeah, and it was
he had to let it go.
Yeah,
he had a family and all that, and then he had to sort of he had to grieve them. Amazing.
Yeah,
and he was grieving an entire population. That was the point of this thing that had attached itself to him. It was to tell the story of their population, wasn't it? So just fantastic writing, man. That's science fiction, isn't it? It was brilliant. And at the end of it, you feel like you've watched some sort of epic film, and it was just like a 50-minute episode. You go, whew, at the end. Brilliant.
Yeah, it was.
I do not know this show.
Yeah. Oh, someone said he plays the violin. Data plays the violin in Next Generation.
Data? Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Johnny Moynihan of Planksty was, I think, the
Pazuki.
first position.
Planksty was a really big proponent of the Pazuki. I'm not sure if they were the first, but definitely Planksty was probably the most important. To sort of put it on the map in Ireland because they changed the tuning of the bouzouki because the Irish tuning is a different tuning to the Greek tuning. The Greek bouzouki is different. I've forgotten what the difference is. There you go. It's different.
They also tune the tenor banjo differently from the way the jazz players play it. Yeah. So.
Convoy. I love that film. There you go. That might be why I recognized it. That's such a good film.
So if you're starting to see this, James, my knowledge of pre-80s films is about equivalent to my knowledge of music.
Know what a bouzouki is.
How about The Searchers with Wayne for your movie show?
We did The Searchers, and I think it was just me and Randy Ray. We didn't have a guest for that. We did The Searchers about a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, and it's fantastic, of course. And Randy Ray is a big Searchers fanatic, and he had a lot to say about it. I kind of got to sit back and let him opine. But yeah, The Searchers is fantastic.
What's that about?
It's kind of a later Western. Well, it's from the late 50s, right? Or early 60s.
Yeah.
And it's about a family out in Texas, and they all get massacred by Comanches except for the two daughters who get carried off. And it starts off with John Wayne and the adoptive son of this family going out to find them with a big posse. And after a very short period of time, it becomes just John Wayne and the kid. And then it's like they go searching for them for like 10 years, just trying to find it. And it's kind of a dark movie because you're starting to be like, well, even from the beginning, you're like, is John Wayne a good guy? Is he a good person? Do we root for him in this movie? So, yeah.
Sorry.
No, I was going to say, do you know about my film series, the Desert Island Flicks? Do you know about that, James?
I know that you do one. I have not watched any of the episodes.
Yeah, you should watch it. They're brilliant, and obviously you have my.
Obviously,
invitation to come on.
Obviously, they're brilliant.
I know, not because of me. It's the guests. The guests that make it brilliant. They're great. We had the last one I did was Chris from Liminal Spaces.
Okay, fantastic.
He had interesting. I get people to choose 10 films and talk about them. It's great.
That sounds great. Yeah.
Go on, let's talk about Nora Jones. I think now.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and she did not really know him growing up.
No.
But he had another daughter, or he still hasn't. Well, he's dead. Okay, but he had another Anushka Shankar. Yeah, with a different wife, and Anushka grew up with Ravi Shankar and learned. She's an excellent sitar player. I think Norah Jones kind of reconnected with him after she was grown and like spent time with him and got to know him a little bit. But yeah, she didn't really. He wasn't part of her life when she was growing up.
Do you like Norah Jones?
I do. She's fantastic.
Yeah, I agree. I think she's brilliant. I'd like to see her live, but it's quite expensive to go to jazz shows.
Yeah.
Cheeky bastards.
Far away from you, unless you want me to come talk about how much I hate that film. Wow.
You could heckle us in the comments if you want, Greg.
Yeah, do it.
Greg's been a guest on Cinephile Sundays. We talked about Shane together.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what date is this Search for Spock thing?
That's going to be not this Sunday, but 2 weeks after. So June something. I don't know.
May 23rd?
Yeah, maybe it's May 23rd. Yeah. You know.
Okay. I'll be pretty drugged up, but I'm going to try to tune in for that.
The show will be better.
Yeah, it'll be even better. So if you see me in the comments, fasten your seatbelt because you all know what I might say. You might have to censor me.
All right, so I have May 24th is when we're doing the Search for Spock.
Sunday, right? Sunday. You said
yes.
That. Okay.
And then June 7th, we're doing Citizen Kane with Alan from Big Hard Books and Classics.
Nice.
And June 21, we're doing The Wild Bunch with Greg from Another Bibliophile Reads. And July 5th, we're doing Network with Gavin from Genre Books.
So, oh, nice.
Yeah.
So, is it every 2 weeks? Did you say?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, so have you got one for after that?
We don't. So it could be you, Gareth, if you're interested.
You know that's where he's going.
Yeah. I've got. That's. I'm off for the summer, and I'm also kind of on my own for most of it because Ali's going away for a lot of it. So I'll have lots of free time.
All right.
I'll send you some films.
Excellent.
Nice.
What is the Network that sounds a little more modern? What is that?
It's wild. It's from the 70s.
It's in color, Dave. It's in color.
It is in color, yeah. It's from the 70s, and it's
that's a plus.
I guess you call it a satire. It's a satire about the American broadcast news system, and it starts with the opening is a guy who's like a network anchor, and he's like about to commit suicide, but instead he like goes on camera and he just sort of you know what happens occasionally, like a journalist will just sort of go off script and like just do a rant.
Yeah.
This is like the movie that kind of invented that sort of trope. And people go crazy for it. It gets great ratings. People are like tuning in, like watching this guy go nuts, complaining about the system and corruption and all this. And so it becomes like a weekly thing. They're like, so this thing that started as him just reacting to how pissed off he was becomes like something they have to schedule every week. And they're like, he has to be angrier and more extreme. And then there's this kind of Patty Hearst side theme where they want to like have almost like a version of Cops, except they're following around these African revolutionaries who are kidnapping people. It's a very weird movie.
Huh.
But, yeah.
Network. I actually just read. I don't often like to watch old movies, but I did just see. I just read about one today, and that let's see if you know it. I saved it here because this interested me. Sorry, give me 1 sec. Here it is. Was that it? Maybe that's not it. I'll have to find it and ask you later. I don't have it here. What was it called? It's called I think it was from the 70s. It was called like in the It's about like a populist figure that gets, I think, becomes really popular on. You're making me think of it. I think he becomes he's like one of the first people to use, like, early user of like television, I guess.
Are you thinking maybe of A Face in the Crowd with Andy?
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah.
Is that good? Should I watch it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what your taste in movies is, but if Network sounds intriguing to you, A Face in the Crowd is kind of the same.
Yeah,
it's of a piece with that. It's kind of a similar thing. Yeah.
Okay.
But earlier, like from the 60s, and it's interesting. I live in North Carolina, and for a while I lived in Mount Airy, which was the model for Mayberry.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting to see Andy Griffith as such a, kind of creepy and not wholesome figure.
Oh, that's Andy Griffith.
Yes.
Is he the populist?
He is the populist.
Oh.
Yes. He plays a guy who calls himself Lonesome Rhodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. You got that from my like one sentence of bumbling. Yeah, okay. I'm definitely gonna watch it then.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's fantastic. Definitely worth watching.
Okay.
Constance Campbell says, "I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore." And that's a line from Network.
That's Network.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Is it quite a big role for Faye Dunaway, wasn't it? Network.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's brilliant.
So Heidi is going to sign up for your movie series.
Okay.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, so Star Trek. Okay.
Yeah, why
So you're asking about 1983 as a cup. So when we started, our first movie was Casablanca, because we're talking about classic film. So it doesn't get much more classic film than that. And the second week, I was like, "What should we do, Randy?" He says, "I really want to do Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan." And that came out in 1982. So we said that's going to be the end. We don't want to get too much later than that. Although this is a rule that's like more a rule that we invoke so we can break it all the time. So yeah, in 1983 is Star Trek 3, so that is breaking our rule. But also we did like 3 weeks in a row with Hannah from Hannah's Books, and they were all movies from after 1983. So so we'll break the rules if Hannah asks us to. Is what
right? Yeah, that's fair enough.
So you much prefer older movies to newer stuff?
I like newer movies, but it's just kind of, that was what we decided the theme of this live stream series was going to be, was classic films. So, and I used to be like more up on movies, and for a while I watched a lot of, I would get them out of the library or whatever, and I would watch these old movies, or I would watch them on Turner Classic Movies. I kind of fell out of the habit. So doing this series has been a good reason to like revisit a lot of these or fill in some of the things I hadn't seen before. So
yeah,
I enjoy it a lot. So
yeah, this whole YouTube thing is great for that, right? Because it really makes you do all this stuff that you've wanted to do or that you thought about doing. It's
and reading all the old books that you've been planning to get to.
Yeah. But we end up knowing that we've got lots of other things in common that aren't necessarily the first things we talk about.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put you on the spot, James. What are some movies from the last decade that you really love?
I'm gonna have a hard time knowing if these movies are from the last decade
or thereabouts.
But on the spot, I will say The Phantom Thread, from
The Phantom Thread.
Paul Thomas Anderson. It has Cyril Connolly's kid, and not Cyril Connolly's kid, Cecil Day-Lewis's kid, in the starring role as a tailor. I would say I really liked the last Safdie Brothers movie, which was Marty Supreme. And
I really want to see that.
Year. It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I really like that one a lot.
What's that about?
It's a period piece from the 50s, and it's about a guy who plays ping pong and wants to be the best ping pong player in the world. But he's
Okay.
also the entire rest of his life is completely chaotic, and he's barely holding on through the whole thing.
I
He's
think I
always
heard
like,
of that one.
yeah.
Yeah, played by Timothy Chalamet.
Timothy Chalamet, yeah. This is a movie. My wife likes to say that my favorite movies are all about really bad people who spend a lot of time talking, and this is definitely one of those.
Oh.
But Paul Thomas Anderson's an interesting director, isn't he? So I
Yeah.
need to look out for that one. I've liked
Yeah.
some of his other ones.
And I'll throw out one more, which would be The Legend of Buster Scruggs, the one of the last Coen Brothers movies. Yeah.
What was the name of it?
The Legend of Buster Scruggs.
Okay.
It's a
It's like
Western
an anthology film, isn't it? Lots of
anthology
stories.
film. Yeah.
Have you liked Westerns so much? What do you think of the Young Guns movies?
I don't think I've seen them actually.
No.
I was the right age. I'm the right generation to have seen it, but I didn't watch them.
Oh, you gotta see at least the first one. You gotta see that.
So James, was that like all your mates were talking about it at school, and you were like, "No, it sounds too commercial. I'm not watching that."
Probably. That was the kind of person I was. So yeah, I might have.
I still am a big fan of Emilio Estevez. I think he's great.
Yeah,
really good.
What has he been in lately? Is he still working?
I don't think he's done that much acting. He was a director for quite a while. He might still be doing that, but I don't think he's done a lot of acting recently. But he's a brilliant actor, though. I think he's really underrated. You know,
he probably is. If I went back and watched some of his stuff, he's probably better than I remember. Probably
he's
better
really
than...
good. I would say he definitely would compete with River Phoenix, and River Phoenix was phenomenal.
He was, yeah.
So,
what about? Have you seen
best actor at The Breakfast Club?
Who? Emilio?
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Although, what's his name? Michael C. Hall, is it? He's good.
Anthony Michael Hall. Yeah.
Anthony Michael Hall.
Anthony Michael Hall, yeah.
He's good.
He had one role that he did over and over in the 80s, and then kind of dropped out of sight.
But then he did the TV series of The Dead Zone, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah.
Is that right?
So he played the main character in the TV adaptation of The Dead Zone.
I remember seeing a horror movie that he was in, where he's like, I think he picks up a hitchhiker and like things just go terribly wrong from there. I think it was called The Hitcher. Right? No, that wasn't playing either. Well, I mean, it was because he was just like an innocent person who kind of stumbled into it.
If it's the Rutger Hauer one, that's not the same actor.
No? Okay, well.
Yeah. C. Thomas Howell, I think his name is.
Oh, okay.
But but Anthony Michael played the bully in Edward Scissorhands as well.
That's right.
I never saw that.
Yes.
You've never seen Edward Scissorhands?
No.
Oh man, what's going on, Dave?
It's great. Hey, well, he's never seen Young Guns.
Oh, you got to see Edward Scissorhands. It's a beautiful film.
Here's the real test. James. Have you? Gareth knows what I'm going to say.
I think I know what you're going to say.
Have you ever seen Dave Made a Maze?
No, I have not seen Dave Made a Maze.
Wow. I don't know.
Well,
what
James,
kind of...
you need to sort your life out.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of movie expert you are. You haven't seen Dave Made a Maze.
I guess I'll need to look at it. Is it on YouTube?
Is it over here? It's on Amazon Prime. Is it over Amazon Prime with you guys?
Let's see. I'll tell you where you can get it.
Well, in the early days of our show, it was like episode 2 or something. We decided we were going to do homework and we were going to watch films in between. And I discovered Dave Made a Maze, and I'd watched this trailer and it looked mental. And I said, Dave, we need to watch Dave Made a Maze and then talk about it the next show. And yeah, it's completely mad, and you should definitely watch it. It's really funny.
So you can watch it for free in the U.S., James. You can watch it on Tubi.
Okay.
Or you can watch. I don't know if you have Canopy. It's on. Do you have Canopy? The library.
My library does not have Canopy. We have Hoopla though. But I'll watch it on Tubi.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's about a guy who makes a maze, I suppose.
Yeah.
He makes.
You better go in mostly blind.
Yeah,
okay.
If you're gonna watch it, we won't tell you the plot.
I like it.
The plot. And don't worry, that's not the one I'll pick for my show.
Okay. Right. Well, it'll be interesting if you put that on the list and I sent it to Randy and he's like, "Oh man, I love what Dave made a maze. I've been waiting to talk about this."
It's definitely an original film.
Yeah. Like if we could break the 1983 rule, I'd love to talk about being John Malkovich. But
yeah, it's just
that might be a tough one to convince Randy of. I don't know.
Now, well, did you like that movie?
I did, yeah.
Yeah,
it's absolute genius. I think I love it so much. I've seen it about 10 times.
Oh wow, okay.
I need to give it yet another rewatch. It's been
still makes me laugh.
Yeah,
amazing.
This is one of those ones that you can watch it over and over again. It's just it doesn't get old. Yeah, Data played violin. So Picard played an ocarina.
Ocarina. Yeah.
Okay. You guys know what that is?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a stone with holes in it.
Yeah.
Stone?
Yeah.
They make them out of stones or clay. It's basically a whistle that plays more than one note.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I forgot it was an ocarina. Oh, no, it was a penny whistle.
Penny whistle.
Right.
Okay.
Bloody bastard, correcting me and then correcting himself.
Is a penny whistle almost the same thing?
Penny whistle's straight. It's like a little flute.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not a side flute, but a flute like that.
Yeah.
There's two types of flute.
Data violin. Everybody's trying to data violin.
Yeah.
Picard played tin whistle. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, that's a big statement.
Wow.
Greg is a penny whistle player, so yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
But the greatest invention of man is the guitar. So
Probably so.
Voyage Home is, of course, the best Star Trek film.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, Aaron's throwing the cat among the pigeons.
Dave Brzezinski's here. Hey, Dave.
Hey!
Hello.
Needs to find the classic Concert for Bangladesh film, which features George Harrison, Ravi Shankar, and so many others.
He was also, Ravi Shankar had quite an important spot in the Montreux Festival that happened in Monterey Festival.
The Monterey,
around Woodstock era. There was like three big festivals that put festivals on the map. It was like Woodstock, Isle of Wight, and the Monterey Festival, and Ravi Shankar had a big spot in that. He was a big name in the 60s, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
You know, he kind of like popularized Indian sitar music for us in the same way.
He was the one who, if you knew anything about Indian music, that was who you knew it from. And you probably his connection with George Harrison, but also with Yehudi Menuhin even earlier. Yehudi Menuhin was a classical violinist who had started working with him. He made
appearances on TV over here, didn't he? So
yeah, he would go on TV.
And the BBC and stuff.
There's a famous incident in the Concert for Bangladesh film where Shankar and his accompanists are on stage and they're tuning. And Dave Brisk is
that it?
Yeah, so I told you the sitar has like 21 strings, and so it takes a while to tune. And then there's like the tanpura, which is another. So they're tuning all these strings, and then they tune the drums to the strings, and then they finish tuning and they pause for a moment. And the audience applause, and and Shankar says, "Since you enjoyed the tuning so much, hopefully you'll like our music." And then they because and this is one of the things that
really respectful ignorance.
That's one of the things in Chaudhary's book that he talks about is there's a lot of differences in Hindustani music. It's not unusual. Like you wouldn't see a classical violinists tune on stage, right? They might adjust, but they would tune backstage and would come out, and they wouldn't sit there and do all the tuning and for such a long period of time. And Indian classical musicians, they would also, it's not unusual for them to just like pause in the middle of a piece that they're performing and adjust their tuning, or say to the tabla player, the drummer, tune that a little better, so it's not like you start and you got to keep going until the end, like if you're playing a symphony, But yeah, so that is a classic moment. Yeah.
I will say though, if you go to an orchestral performance, concert, I do love the sound of that thing when they all just like, you're right, they would have tuned before the show, but when they just do that
one, that one note where
sure
they tune it to the oboe, or so, I think,
and awesome.
Yeah, it is fantastic.
It's a lovely sound.
Yeah,
they all tune to A, don't they?
I think it is an A.
Or they play an A, to make sure they're all right.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's a good film with Anushka Shankar and Nora Jones together on YouTube.
Yeah, they became friends, didn't they? Or if that's the right word.
Man is. Oh, that was the one you read before. Yeah. Now we're selling 12 Angry Men. That is okay. Now that is a great black and white film.
Right.
What 12 Angry Men?
Yes. Dog Day Afternoon, Serpico, Running on Empty, great stuff.
I love Dog Day Afternoon so much. I think it's just incredible.
Those are all fantastic movies. Yeah.
I thought both 12 Angry Men movies were very good.
I'm losing some of. I think I froze for a minute. I think. Am I back on?
You're looking live to us, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hi, Diane.
Hey, Diane.
Yes, Face in the Crowd is brilliant, says Constance. I'm going to have to check that out. Yes, I hear that line so much on MeTV.
Okay.
2 thumbs up for Dog Day Afternoon and Serpico.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of either one of those. I don't know what's wrong with me. I haven't. Oh, what happened to them?
I don't know. It's dropped out for a minute.
I haven't heard of either one of these movies. You know these movies? Dog Day Afternoon?
I do. They're like classic 1970s movies. They're both New York movies, and they both have Al Pacino in the starring roles.
Okay.
And Dog Day Afternoon is Pacino robbing a bank and taking a bunch of hostages. So it's kind of a long, tense situation with him and a bunch of hostages. And he's got like an accomplice who leaves like 10 minutes after they start the robbery. He's like, I can't do that. I got to get out.
He gets cold feet.
Dog Day Afternoon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just absolute chaos. And Al Pacino trying to take control of the whole situation is amazing. He's just shouting at everybody, and you can tell he's losing it. It's brilliant.
He's definitely losing.
Public get involved, don't they?
Yeah.
Did you change devices, Gareth? You got way staticky.
Oh, am I? Okay, hold on. I'll disappear again.
And then Serpico is based on an actual incident in the New York police force, and Frank Serpico was a narcotics detective, I think, who discovered a lot of corruption in the department and tried to expose it, and the way that it affected his life. So, like when the police department is mad at you, it's not good. It's not good. So, that was. That movie was based on that, and Serpico's a real person. So, but they're both fantastic. Dog Day Afternoon is great. Yeah, put that on your list.
Is that a bit better?
Oh yeah, way better.
Okay.
So your description, it's not the same thing, but just when you were describing Serpico, it made me think of The Departed. What have you seen that?
Okay, yeah.
What did you think of that movie?
That was a good movie. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It drew a lot on Serpico. So yeah,
it did.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Did you see that, Gareth?
Yep. Yeah. Very good.
Yeah. That was a very stressful movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turner Classic Movies. Ted Turner passed. Yeah, saw that. Weird Science was great.
Oingo
That
Boingo.
needs a rewatch too.
Yeah, obviously that's Anthony Michael Hall.
Yeah,
But obviously Aaron knows that I love Oingo Boingo, so I think that's the reason why he said that.
they're fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think I mentioned. I did. I did mention Boingo in my music tag thing that's coming up. Yeah.
Emilio's Martin
Yes,
Sheen's
he
son.
is.
Yep, which everyone knows, but I mentioned it
Yeah.
anyway.
He's much better actor than his brother. That's got to be said. His brother's not awful, but very ordinary.
Yeah, his father's probably like saying, "I wish Emilio was the one that kept the name, right?"
Yeah. And Martin Sheen's an amazing actor. I think
Yeah.
Is you guys have either of you or both of you seen Badlands?
Yeah.
No.
Amazing, absolutely amazing.
What's that about?
Martin Sheen's quite young in that. It's like it's like him and Sissy Spacek leave home and basically kind of go on a killing spree.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Oh. Yeah, one of my wife's favorite shows of all time was the West Wing.
Yeah. Yeah. He's the president. Huh?
That's a wild ass shirt you're wearing, Dave. I don't know if I could wear that. You got to be bold, Alan. You got to be bold.
We all know that Alan's a very conventional guy, and he,
yeah. That's right. Yeah, he has led a wild life. I think it'd be bolder, Dave, if you just had whore written on it. Yeah, just take the book bit out.
Book Chat with Pat just saw that Remarkably Bright Creatures is coming out as a film. Sally Fields.
She's brilliant.
Diane saying hi. Saw that. Put Dog Day on the list, Dave. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll never forget it. Amazing film.
It was Dog Day Afternoon. I'll write that down.
And John Cassell, who played his partner in it, he died really, really young, and yet did like amazing performance in A Deer Hunter, amazing performance in The Godfather, and then in Dog Day Afternoon.
Oh, it's okay.
Crazy. And
then Godfather Part 2, and that was his whole filmography. It was 4 movies, each of which was like one of the top 10 films.
Yeah. Some of the best films of the period, and then he died so young.
Yes, crazy. And his girlfriend was Meryl Streep. So.
Oh, really? I didn't know that bit. That's interesting. Wow.
Phantom Thread is a really great movie. Daniel Day-Lewis. Yeah, you mentioned that. What's that one about?
It's about a tailor in London. I think it's in like the 50s, perhaps. He's a very particular man and likes everything done in a very particular way, and he sells extremely expensive dresses to very fancy ladies. And then he falls in love, and it challenges all his particularities, which is basically the plot of a lot of my favorite movies.
Awesome. But it'd end up being a great character piece, wouldn't it? If it's Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yeah.
I actually really like Punch Drunk Love, which is one of his.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's.
I haven't seen that either.
So it's a very serious Adam Sandler film.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a very long time, but that is a good one.
I didn't know he did any.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often, but he can do serious.
Huh. And what's the plot?
Well, I seem to remember he's obsessed with a sex phone worker thing, and he just does some really weird things that.
Yeah. He's an awkward guy, and he has like 10 sisters, which.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it's another character piece.
Maybe I'll have to check this one out too.
There's not much of a plot to it, I don't think.
No, I don't think so. But it's a great film, I think. But I love those, like you say, those indie films that have got a different kind of tone to them. You know, what's the one? Oh God, I've talked about it on a video before. I did a video which was 10 underrated films, and the one I'm just about to try and think of is Vincent Gallo. He directed and wrote it, and Christina Ricci plays someone.
Oh, you're thinking of Buffalo 66.
Buffalo 66, yeah. He asked her to pretend to be his girlfriend. No, his wife. But pretend to be his wife because he's going to visit his parents after going out of prison.
That is such a messed up movie.
What was the name of it?
Buffalo 66.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's really, really good. But it's
really good, but it's
his parents are like bizarre. It's almost like a David Lynch film, isn't it?
Oh, almost a bit like it. Yeah, I remember it had a great trailer that they showed in the theater, which was it wasn't like scenes. Well, it was like stills from the movie. They didn't show like clips of people talking and doing stuff. It was all stills, and it was choreographed to a Yes tune. I think it was like The Heart of the Sunrise or something. It was like
yeah.
I'm gonna get banned from this live stream. So.
Oh, I think I've just thought of the film I want to do with you guys. Phantom of the Paradise.
Oh, he doesn't like that one. Look at that.
Oh shit! Is that too weird? Is it too quiche or something?
I don't. That.
I can choose.
Put that on the list.
I'll put it on the
list. We might do that.
What is that one about?
It's just bizarre. It's a musical horror parody.
Yes, starring Kiss.
Starring Paul Williams as the devil. And yeah, it's just odd, but I love it.
See, you loved Sinners, right?
Oh God, yeah.
And did you watch that, James?
I liked Sinners, yeah.
Yeah, see, tell me, Dave, you didn't like it.
No, I didn't watch it. I was gonna watch it because everybody was talking about it, and I watched the trailer. And after I saw that it was a musical horror, I'm like,
no, it's not. It's not. I
don't think this is for me.
It's not. It's not a musical like that. It's not. It's not.
No.
They don't sing songs written for the film like that. It's only a musical, as in the main.
There's music in the movie.
Yeah, it's set in a sort of like a juke joint, so where they're dancing to music. So there's live music because that's where it's set, but it's not a musical.
The trailer made it seem like it was like
no. The music is
very
incredible. It's very blues based.
Yeah,
the music. It's incredible. Yeah, the music is not a negative part of the film, but it's not.
No, the music is great. Yeah,
you loved it too, James.
I didn't love the movie as a whole. I liked it, and the music was great. Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
It's a film that features music heavily.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not a musical.
Okay.
And it's gory as hell as well.
All right, I'll try it, I guess. What James? What was your? Or if you can't do like narrow it to one, then you're like top 3 movies of all time.
Oh. That's hold on a minute. That's one of the 8 questions.
Is that one?
No, that's not one of the 8 questions.
Isn't it? What's your favorite film? Isn't that one of them?
Of all time? No, I don't.
No? I think it might be.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah. Dave's
Never mind, James.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. My bad.
Yeah. You can't pepper the 8 questions through the whole 2 hours or whatever it's going to be.
You're right. My bad.
So there's a rapid fire. There's a rapid fire round.
There's a rapid fire round.
We end the show now with a climax.
Okay.
Yeah. So you need to give us warning before you're going to leave because we need just a little bit of time.
Yeah. And if you go before we've done the 8 questions, you've failed the audience. You've failed. You've let down the audience. You've let down yourself.
Yeah.
You've let us down as well.
Yeah.
Wow. It's a heavy burden.
Well, this is good because I'm going to need some. I'm going to need some material. I'm going to need some material when I'm laid up. I can't watch just. I was planning I was planning to finally make a serious run at Doctor Who
Oh, really?
while I'm laid up. Yeah.
Oh, from the new stuff.
From the new stuff, which is still like friggin' 15 seasons, right? I mean, so,
yeah, they started. Was it 20 years ago now? I think it might have been.
yeah.
Is it
The reboot?
Is it true? Like they don't have all the Doctor Who, right? Like the
The
original
old ones. Yeah, they've lost loads of them. Yeah, they lost some of the first Doctor, loads of the second Doctor, and then it got popular enough that they started preserving them once it got to the third Doctor. But they lost loads.
Like nobody has copies of them. You're saying?
Yeah, they used to reuse the tape, which is hilarious. They used to like basically tape over the recordings they'd made for these classic BBC shows.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll just use that.
It's already been on the air. People have seen it.
Yeah. That's fine. Who would want to rewatch that? Yeah.
So, like, you can't see some of them anywhere. Like, nobody's got.
Well, what's happened is some of the first Doctor and second Doctor ones, they've managed to preserve the audio somehow. I don't know how that worked, but they managed to preserve the audio, and they've animated the audio, so you can get animated versions or the actual versions.
Oh my god!
And with animation, and it's weird because I love the idea, but I don't really like the animation style. So I've watched some of them, but I'm really frustrated because I think that could be better if you made it better animation. But the stories are great, and it's great that they kept the original audio, especially as the second Doctor's one of the best Doctors. It's like really annoying. If they're going to lose any of it, it would have been better if it was John Pertwee.
Wait, so how many original how many seasons were there of that original?
Well, it started in 64.
Okay.
It started in 64, and it just kept running until 1989, I think it was. So
that many?
Yeah.
So I had no idea.
Yeah, that's why there's been a lot of Doctors. And initially, it was an absolute work of genius originally because they had this weird, wacky idea for Doctor Who, and it had some kind of traction. There was some popularity, but then William Hartnell got quite ill, the first Doctor, and he was like forgetting lines. He wasn't able to really do it, and he said, "Look, I'm gonna have to leave the show. I can't do this anymore." And they're like, "Well, this is starting to get momentum. People are starting to watch this." And then someone's like, "Well, let's get another actor to play the same character." Like, what? And then they invent the idea of regeneration because the first Doctor couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
You know, which I think is amazing.
And so, how many seasons? Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I just think that's a hell of a brilliant way to solve the fact that their main actor had to stop. And they're like, well, okay, we'll just make it a thing.
I thought they made that up because I saw like the first two seasons. I would have to start over again, but I did see like the first two seasons of the newer one. And I thought they made that up, like when Eccleston was going to leave the show. I thought they made that up then.
he was the ninth Doctor.
Yeah.
So there was 8 before him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the most popular one is the fourth Doctor.
Tom Baker.
Yeah. And if you watch it, he is amazing as Doctor. I mean, he's ridiculous as Doctor. There's something about the way he does it that he just looks like he's just owning it. You know.
And he was kind of synonymous with it as far like from what I remember. It got
really popular as well because it was popular, but it got really popular. Everyone watched it by the time Tom Baker was doing it. So yeah, it was a big deal then. I was a little kid when he was doing it, so I first started watching it when he was doing it, and then when Peter Davison was doing it, I was old enough to really, really get into it. That was the fifth Doctor. But I've always loved Doctor Who, and I'll always defend it in its current state as well, because there's some really good stuff that happened in the last 2 seasons, the Ncuti Gatwa ones. They made some mistakes, and there's some episodes that weren't good, and the overall arc was a bit silly, and the final finale stuff was terrible, but there were some really good things they did as well. So I'm looking forward to it coming back. It will come back. It'll never die. It's going to go on forever.
So how many I got some catching up to do. The thing was frozen. I didn't realize there was so many comments here. How many seasons though? You mentioned it was the first Doctor, some of the second. How many seasons did they lose?
Oh, they didn't lose the entire season. It's weird. They lost like random episodes.
Oh.
So sometimes, because the way they used to do it, nowadays it's like one episode is a story, right? But in the early days of Doctor Who, there were like 20, 25 minutes, and each one would be part of a story, and there'd be about 4 of them, and that would be a story. So what you'd get is, because of how random it is, the ones they lost, you go, oh, okay, I can see that one in live action. So there's like 1 episode in live action, and the other 3 are animated. You know, or because on the BBC iPlayer, everything that is available is on the BBC iPlayer over here. So you can see, like, sometimes they haven't even got the animated versions, and you can see 1 episode of 1 story. So you get to see a little chunk, a tiny chunk of one of the stories. You know, that kind of thing. So it's really random what they lost, because they just decided to pick a disc up and go, let's use that tape, you know, and tape over it.
That's tragic.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Because in those days, it wasn't like, they didn't see TV as this kind of like art form. They thought it was disposable. Oh, that happened then. We need the tape. Do you know what I mean? It was just a completely different approach.
Jeez.
You know? Man, isn't it?
Yeah. The library came through for me with a copy of Severance by Ling Ma. I can't wait to get to it. Love her short stories and bliss montage.
I need to reread that, because I didn't really like it when I read it. But I think it might have been me.
I haven't read. I don't know that. What is that?
It's a dystopian thing. I think no, it's not. No, it's a post-apocalyptic thing. Severance. I think it's like based in an office. I think you might remember.
Oh, is it YA?
No, it's not YA. And they did make a TV series out of it, I think, recently as well.
I gotta look.
It's not
this up.
YA. I was talking to this is a different conversation, but I was talking to a current student at college who's training to be a teacher, and she did a dissertation in her degree on YA books, because she's trained to be an English lit teacher, and she's really into YA as an academic research thing. And she was saying she finds it interesting that there's no real commonality between what YA books are. It's just if the main characters are teenagers, it's YA, you know. And she said there's loads of strong stuff in it, loads of sexual stuff, loads of violent stuff in there, and she just thinks it's really odd. And then she started saying that Stephen King books like Carrie are seen as YA, and I said that's interesting, because I didn't think that they were seen as a YA. But in her research, she said that Carrie and a few other it isn't, because they also do like the second half of the book where they're older. Yeah. But she was saying that Carrie is, and it's just a really funny kind of arbitrary thing, isn't it? The whole YA thing. Yeah.
Yeah, because it wasn't really a genre when Carrie came out.
No.
But now it is. And yeah, Carrie would fit in there, right? Because the main character is a teenager dealing with teenage issues, and that would absolutely be characterized as YA today.
I suppose it's been a genre because people write specifically for that now, whereas King would have just decided to write a story about that age group.
Yeah.
The one I'm reading at the moment is a Stephen King book, by the way, but we haven't got there yet.
What's that?
We'll go through the comments first, and then I'll
okay. All right.
I'll tell you.
What's that from? That's that Mattress Man. It's a quote from some movie.
Is that Punch Drunk Love?
Let us know, Constance.
Yeah.
Fans of the Thread is excellent. It was also in an interesting cannibal erotic film, Trouble Every Day.
It's a Claire Dennis film. He's kind of an odd man, isn't he, Vincent Gallo?
Yeah.
I saw an interview with him, and it was so unhinged. I think the interviewer was like, I don't know how to handle this.
Is that a joke, or is that actually a cannibal erotic film?
Yeah, it would have been a cannibal erotic film, yeah.
Trouble Every Day?
Was that Claire Dennis's first film? She had there was a lot of buzz about it, so it might have been her first film. I remember when Trouble Every Day came out. I think it's like late 90s, maybe.
But I mean, is that actually what it is?
Yeah.
Huh.
He's like, I'm watching that.
I might. I like weird things.
Hey,
William.
Cannibal. Hi, William.
In fact, let me write that down.
William turned up at my political live stream a couple of days ago, which was very cool. Thank you, William. It was very good. If you get a chance, if you've got 3 hours spare, I told Dave to watch it, but he was busy doing his nails or something.
Which one was this?
This is the one I did a couple of days ago because obviously we had an election today, and
yeah,
we're yet to find. It's 12:30, so we're yet to find out the results. But yeah, because there was an election coming on, I got my mate Jono, who's proper expert. He's got his geopolitics YouTube channel with like, I don't know, 40-something thousand subs, and he's brilliant, and he's kind of led the discussion, and it was just really, really good, and there was lots of great comments in the chat as well, and it's really, really good. We talked about all sorts of things, a lot of UK politics, but also world politics, and yeah, I think it helped to clarify to some people what happens in the UK as well, what our local election was about, and how the different parties are different. What's the difference between the Green Party and the Labour Party and Lib Dems, and because we've got 6 parties basically over here, so they're all different. Even though you get numpties going, we're all the same, we're not going to vote because all the same.
God.
And they are not all the same. But yeah, it was a good show. Eating Raoul, yeah, that's good. That's a good film.
What's that? What's that about?
Oh, what's his name? Paul? Is it Paul DeBarto or something? But that's cannibalism.
This is one I have not seen, but we'll consider it if Gareth puts it on his list.
Death Race 2000. I think that might be the same people. I can't remember. Have you seen Death Race 2000 with David Carradine?
Yeah.
That's a mad film. With a young Sylvester Stallone.
Yes, a young Sylvester.
I watched that again recently, thinking, "Well, I wonder what that's like now." As it aged, and it was so familiar that it wasn't. It didn't feel. Do you know what I mean? It kind of like just went back into being a young man anye, so it didn't feel like it aged. But I think if people watched it now, they'd be like, "What the hell?
What is this?" Probably.
Yeah.
David building a great list of movies to watch. Yes, I am.
I know he's only just got started because I'm going to send him a list of about 20 films as well.
It's kind of like an inciting incident, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Because the music in the juke joint is kind of just setting up where they are, and then they kind of get invaded by music in some way. Certainly invaded by musicians.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, it's an incredible film, man.
All right, I'll watch
Wayne's World was a great film.
Write my list here. Got a lot of
Wayne's
stuff to
World
watch
2 better than Wayne's World, though?
No.
Very definitive answer there.
I would say Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey is better than Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
I don't remember Bogus Journey. I gotta believe I've seen it, but
the first one they go through history collecting all these people. Yeah. Second one they have to fight with death, don't they? And
yes.
Was it
Yeah.
Station, those 2 aliens that become one alien and all that. It's brilliant. They play Twister with death.
Yes, and it's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same death from
Seventh Seal.
From the Seventh Seal, yeah. He's wearing the same costume. Yeah.
And they have to go. And when they go through their hell, they have to go through their fears, don't they? One of them's scared of their grandma and all that.
Yes.
But it's got my favorite bit in both those films. This is one of my favorite things ever. Is when, I don't know if you can picture this. If you're familiar with the film, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's when Ted first takes over the body of his dad, and his dad's a cop, and he's in front, and he's like leading his squad or whatever, and in this big meeting, and there's all these policemen in front of him, and as like acting like Keanu Reeves, he just goes, "Hey, I just totally possessed my dad." Brilliant. I just totally possessed my dad. And, and the people that that are under him are like staring at him going, it's so brilliant. I love it. Love that film. They came over here and did Waiting for Godot.
That's right, they did.
Yeah, I would love to have
They
seen
did
that.
it in New York
Alex,
also. Yeah,
did
it's very
they? Oh, so they
expensive.
brought it over here. Cool.
Very, very costly ticket, but
Yeah. That's something I found out. We went to New York, and I'm going, yeah, we've got to see a Broadway show, and we did see a Broadway show, but we didn't see the ones that had the bloody famous actors in it.
Right.
I wanted to see what was it? It was 12 Angry Men with
Mhm.
The main guy from what's the name of the guy from Better Call Saul? I always forget his name.
Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah, he was in it,
Yeah.
and Michael
Yeah.
McKean was in it. I was like,
Mhm.
I'd love to go to that, and
Yeah.
it was insane. It was like 700 quid for a ticket. 700.
Okay.
Who the fuck goes to the Broadway shows if it's that much money?
Oh,
Couldn't
goodness.
believe it. It's just not,
Yeah, that's mad.
what.
That's
So,
insane.
but we went to a show based around the Buena Vista Social Club instead. That was amazing. So
That sounds good.
we still won. That was on my birthday. That was when we met. Was that last year or the year before? When did we meet, Dave? Was that last year or the year before?
Yeah. Oh, it was actually on the day, right?
Yeah, it's on my birthday. We met on my birthday.
Yeah. That was
Was it last year?
no.
The year
I don't-
before.
That was the year before, yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting old. I don't know what year
Yeah.
what now.
I know, that happens to me too.
Yeah. No, it wouldn't be. No, it wouldn't be. You sure it wasn't last year?
I mean, it
Last
could have
year.
been. I don't know.
It was. I think it was last year.
Was it?
'Cause I think it was because I think we immediately went right. We've got to do it next year, and then I said I'm not going to go this year because of you, because your country's crazy at the moment.
Yeah.
But then that was the initial idea, just to literally go the next year. So I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it was last year.
Yeah. Maybe you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
He's forgotten
Gareth-
already, James. He don't give a
Gareth,
shit,
if you're waiting for this country to not be crazy, you get used to staying in England.
Well, there's crazy and there's crazy, right?
Yeah, that's
You know,
true.
British people have always thought you were a bit weird, but now it's just insane. Now it's like dangerous weird.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You got to hold out some hope.
You've always got to think about guns, haven't you? But now you've got a president that's out, like Maverick. Someone said,
Yes.
I said today to my friend who's a receptionist at work, I said, well, Trump's a bit of a maverick. It was just, we were talking about something else. And he went,
Mhm.
well, that's a very kind word to say about him.
Maverick. That is a very
Yeah.
kind word.
That is quite a soft word for him, isn't it?
Maverick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
there is that element that you don't know what he's going to do or say.
no.
He's not, because he's not a politician. He's not.
I mean,
he's not a
Maverick, God King, tomato,
Yeah,
tomato.
Exactly.
yeah. Hitler was a bit of a maverick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay. Eating round is good as well. Did you see the Grand Souffle?
Yeah, I saw that as well. I've
You
watched
might
some
be-
strange films over the
I've
years.
not seen that.
I have not seen that. Oh man, I got some stuff to
fantastic.
watch.
I would say though, the Grand Souffle, the intention behind it and the idea is better than actually watching it.
Okay.
Joe,
Yeah.
halfway through, you just think, I've had enough now. Which I think is also true about The Cook, the Thief, His Wife, and Her Lover, which is also about cannibalism.
Which one?
The Cook, the Thief, His Wife, and Her Lover, which is it's a film by a British director called Peter Greenaway, who did lots of very pretentious films.
Very stylish, pretentious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I was a teenager, late teens, like 18, 19, I was well into that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Proper pretentious thing,
Mhm.
Yeah. But I did love the music. I love minimalist music, so I did like Michael Nyman's.
Michael
Scores.
Nyman did the scores of this. They were fantastic. Yes.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of. So I collected his scores.
You don't hear him talked about. I mean, Peter Greenaway, hardly ever hear a reference to him anymore.
He's dead now, isn't he? Yeah, he's dead now.
I mean, lots of directors are dead, but people mention them as
No, that's true.
influences
That's true.
or something. I just, it just doesn't
Yeah,
seem
yeah.
to-
But I think it's because he was so pretentious. Yeah. But I tell you what, Michael Nyman did all his scores, but
Yeah.
he didn't do the score for Belly of an Architect, which is
Okay.
probably my favourite Peter Greenaway film. Have you seen Belly of an Architect?
Not seen that one. No.
So that I saw that in the cinema and it blew me away.
Mm.
And it is pretentious, but there's something real about it as well.
Mm.
And Brian Dennehy plays the main guy who's an architect, going to
Mhm.
Italy, and he gets ill, and he's got this sort of, I think he's got cancer in the belly or something, and it's kind of like his decline, if you like. But the music is another minimalist, so it's
Okay.
called Wim Mertens, a Belgian composer,
Okay.
Wim Mertens, and the music's amazing. And I remember just like that was one of the many things that got me into minimalist music when I was a teenager. But it's a very stylish film, like you say. Lots of
Nice.
Italian architecture everywhere, you know.
Did I ever tell you about my Brian Dennehy connection?
Go on,
So
Brian Denny
my
connection.
my ex business partner, my ex
Was
law
Brian
firm partner.
Dennehy.
No.
Oh,
He was married to, or he is
Brian
married.
Dennehy. He was married. No, okay.
So but you're gonna like the end of the story. So he's married.
that was you saying. Let me get to the end of the story.
So I personally never met Brian Dennehy. But my partner
Forget
was
it.
married.
Forget it. Jesus,
Wait for the end. So my partner was married to one of Brian Dennehy's daughters, the only daughter that's not an actress. Okay, but her sister, the rest of the siblings are actresses, including, I think her name was Elizabeth. It's been years now. Who played when you remember the Borg episodes when Picard became a Borg?
Yeah.
And what was her name? Captain
Alice Krieg. Oh, Captain. The one that was real hard ass.
Yeah.
And she came back in third season of Picard as well.
Yes, that's right. The gorgeous blonde that was took over as captain of the Enterprise in those Borg episodes.
Shit. What was her name? It wasn't Anderson, was it? Captain Anderson? No. What was her name?
I forget.
But yeah, I know who you mean. So what was that? She's Brian Dennehy's daughter's girlfriend's.
No, she is another daughter of my partner. Was married to one of Brian Dennehy's daughters. She is another of Brian Dennehy's daughters.
All right, let me write this down. Hold on.
You don't need a chart for it. She's Brian Dennehy's daughter that was on Star Trek Next Generation and Picard, and because of that connection, I got to have dinner with her one night.
Wow.
Yeah. Her
That's
husband.
Cool.
Her husband is the guy that, like in Titanic, when the Titanic's going down and the band is like playing like a final song on the deck. He was like the leader of the band.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I had dinner with them one night. It was really cool. They were very nice.
Dave, I think your next T-shirt should say Brian Dennehy connection.
I think you're right.
Yeah, Brian Dennehy's whore. My connection to Brian Dennehy is that I when I was a kid, I thought he looked like my dad, which is not great because my dad was a monster, but he did look like Brian Dennehy. He like crossing him and Ron Eli, if you remember Tarzan. But I think they were a lot more sober than he was. So
okay, Leroy agrees. I can start Doctor Who with the 2005 reboot. I did like it. I watched the first 2 seasons or season and a half or something. I did, but I would start. That was actually like 20 years ago now. So I would just start over.
Well, Chris Eccleston was a fantastic doctor, right?
Yeah.
He fell out with the crew. And that, we didn't even know that until recently, and he started saying about why he left the series because everyone
that was a bad call.
Well, yeah, but I don't know I think he's actually been still pretty successful and still, he's very respected as an actor and all that. So I think he's done all right, but he was really, really good as a doctor. Obviously, that he was replaced by David Tennant, who is like the competition for people's favorite doctor, definitely. Yeah. But I would say that Matt Smith, who followed David Tennant, Matt Smith is a fantastic doctor, and he's a really underrated doctor. I'd say that he's, in my head, he's competition for the best recent doctor, Matt Smith. I think he's really good, and the writing's really good in that period as well. You know.
So what do you think about this? About the romance? Was there no romance in the older one?
But no, there wasn't any romance in the older ones. No, it was like, for a start, the Doctor tended to be a lot older, and the youngest he got was Peter Davison, and Peter Davison was more aloof. He was like, the companions were friends, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then when David Tennant had Rose as a companion, they got a bit romantic. And yeah, I wasn't a massive fan of that, but it didn't get in the way because the writing was so good, and there were some incredible episodes. And if you're a Doctor Who fan and you start talking about some of the good writing that Doctor Who's had, someone's going to mention Blink at some point, which is one of the greatest episodes of television ever.
What season is that in?
It's the first season that David Tennant was in. So that would be the second of the new seasons, I think. And it's the first appearance of the Weeping Angels. And an early appearance by Carrie Mulligan. She's the main actress in it, and kind of the main actor, because David Tennant's not really in it much. It's almost all her, but it's incredible.
That was season 2. Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah, because I did see her. So Rose disappeared after season 1.
No, she was around for a while, but there was a reason why they decided to do. I can't remember why Rose wasn't in it. I think Rose might have been in it on a TV screen for 2 seconds. But Carrie Mulligan is the main thing. But she's not. She wasn't intended to be a companion. It's just they just went off different direction for that episode and didn't have an actual proper companion in it. But it's so brilliant. It's just like, you know, if Doctor Who can get that good, you just think, well, it's worth all the crap episodes if you get good stuff like that. You know.
I'm not. And what was? Because I probably saw it. What was just the 2-sentence summary of what that episode was about?
Jesus. Basically, the Doctor, David Tennant's Doctor, is trying to send a message to this character that Carrie Mulligan plays at different times to warn her about the Weeping Angels, who are sending people back in time.
Oh.
And he keeps appearing at different, and he says that he says that thing that's been quoted to death about timey-wimey stuff. That's the episode where he says that.
I recognize that quote.
yeah. That's the episode where he says it. He's trying to explain what's happening, and he says, "Oh, it's lots of strange timey-wimey stuff."
Okay. All right. Yeah. Now I'm getting jazzed. For this Doctor Who guy.
There's some amazing episodes.
Did you ever like a show called Broadchurch, which had 2 Doctors Who on it?
It did, yeah. I've always wanted to see it and never got around to it. But it was huge over here. Yeah. And what's her face is brilliant. She Olivia
Colman. Yeah,
she's brilliant. Yeah.
What was it called?
Broadchurch. It's a detective thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's supposed to be amazing.
It's quite good.
Hey, I like Sylvester McCoy.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you gonna say, James?
I said it was quite good. My wife is a big fan. She's watched it a few times.
I think it's a BBC one, isn't it? Is it BBC?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Target Doctor Who novelizations are excellent.
They were some of my first books. I haven't really talked about them much on the channel, but I did read. I think I read about half a dozen of the Target Doctor Who books.
What, they sell them in Target?
No, they're just, that's the name of the publisher.
Is Target?
There's a little Target in the corner. They're little like white paperbacks with really cool covers. They're like sort of illustrative versions of the Doctor. So you can tell which Doctor it is.
Oh, okay.
But it's not a photo; it's an illustration.
I think Libro's taking issue with your assertions about the best Doctors.
No. I would agree with him. Really, I think Tom Baker probably is. But I was just saying Matt Smith's my favourite of the modern ones, but David Tennant's most people's favourite. So I absolutely get it. There's just been some really good ones. I mean, Peter Capaldi I thought was brilliantly cast, but some of the episodes were really badly written, and some of it dragged a bit. So that's not his fault. And also Jodie Whittaker was a really good Doctor as well. But again, the writing went really bad in her period. Some of it was just absolute nonsense. But yeah, Matt Smith I think had a good combination of really good episodes, and Amy Pond was the main companion, and she's amazing. And that she's played by Karen Gillan, and Karen Gillan is phenomenal. So I think all that stuff helped that period. I think, you know. So, and they didn't do too much. That like sometimes they just try too hard, and they weren't trying too hard. They're just doing some really good stories. I think sometimes they get wrapped up in themselves now. You know, someone needs to take over from Russell T Davies now. He's been doing it too long. You know, but yeah, Tom Baker's great, and I think everyone loves him because he's also always enjoyed having been the Doctor, and he kind of sees himself as the Doctor. And there was a fantastic 60th anniversary episode, or was it 50th? Oh shit! Someone correct me. It might be the 50th. It was the 50th. Really, really, really good thing. Like there have loads of old companions in it, loads of Doctors in it, but no one expected Tom Baker to be in it. And then he appears at the end, and it's just incredible. Everyone was like, "Oh my god!" You know.
How many seasons did he do? Do you know?
He did. I think it was 6 years.
Oh.
So at the time, it was the longest anyone had been the Doctor as well.
Oh,
I think it was 6 years. Yeah. 63. I said 64. Sorry about that.
Okay, so on the day of the JFK. Oh wow! First episode on the day of JFK's assassination. And they repeated it the next week because most people were watching the news. Fortunately, they didn't record over the over the film that week.
Over the assassination. Yeah.
Wow.
And the original companion was his granddaughter, and then they've just sort of kept rewriting it so that it's now she's this, now she's that. You know. But
McCoy and Sophie
Aldred. Yeah, that was his companion Ace. He was the 6th Doctor. But I saw him, he was on a TV show. He was like a guest, kind of one of the presenters on a TV show I watched when I was little called Jigsaw. And it was like a kid's kind of comedy thing. And he used to go on with David Rappaport. Do you guys know David Rappaport?
No.
He's the main guy in Time Bandits, the main dwarf in Time Bandits. I don't know if you've seen Time Bandits.
Yeah.
Him and Sylvester McCoy had this bizarre act they called the O-Men, I think they were, and they just appeared in this kids TV thing, just like being clowns basically. So that's how I first knew Sylvester McCoy, and then he becomes the Doctor years later.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Have you ever read that Day in the Life of Tom Baker article he wrote?
I've got his book called The Boy Who Kicked Pigs, which I was like, oh my god, Tom Baker wrote a book, and I bought it, and it's not very good. I was gutted. I would have been very happy if it was good, but it isn't. But we all love Tom Baker. Peter Davison was a doctor? He was my doctor. Yeah, he was the 5th Doctor. Yeah, Tristan, she's talking about All Creatures Great and Small, which is the James Herriot series, and he was James Herriot's brother in the series. There's a BBC series of the James Herriot books. Hi, Margaret. And Peter Davison, there's more Doctor Who stuff. So Peter Davison, hi, Margaret. He is now David Tennant's father-in-law, and they're both Doctor Who. So David Tennant married Peter Davison's daughter, who also played his wife in one of the episodes. Huh. No, or did he play his daughter? I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, it's all very weird. But yeah, Peter Davison is now his father-in-law. Huh. David Tennant is married. Yeah. There we go. The reboot had sexy companions: Billie Piper, Karen Gillan, and Jenna Coleman. Jenna Coleman, yeah, she was, yeah, she was nice, but also really good. And Peter Capaldi's main companion, Matt Smith's main companion as well. One of Matt Smith's companions. Yeah, isn't Billie Piper like a big rock star over there?
Pop star?
Pop star. When she was really young, before she was Rose, she had a couple of hits she was like a teenage kind of pop thing. And she did. There was her first hit, which is kind of a bit of a one-hit wonder. Really was. It was called something like "Because I Want to," and just that was the recurring line. Because I want to. Because I want to. It sounded like a precocious teenager. You know, because I want to. Because I want to. And that was her big hit. But she's a good actress, I think. She's a very good actress.
Yeah, I thought she was good from what I remember.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
Lord of the Flies, yeah.
If you go along that theory, because I do think it's different because now people write for it. But again, see, that wouldn't have been written to be read by teenagers. That would have been written to be read by adults, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So I do think it's different.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Although Dave's outraged that Lord of the Flies is called YA. He's back.
Oh, did
You're right, Dave. We can't control the comments, so you can't go off for too long. Bring on this YA. Didn't take long. Numpties.
What's that?
Numpty is like a slang for idiot over here. It's a great word.
Oh.
And now and again, because I've said before that my wife, in a road rage, sometimes calls someone a wazzock, right? Which I love that word. She you stupid wazzock. But she often says numpty. She'll go, "Oh, some numpties just cut me," you know, like cut into what I'm doing. But yeah, numpty is a good word. It's like
is that like synonymous with plonker?
Yeah, plonker is a good one, but plonker's not used as much. Numpty is much more common.
Oh, I've never heard you say numpty before.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I do say it sometimes. I mean, I'd say dickhead maybe, and twat. I was going to say something. I've forgotten it. But yeah, carry on. I forgot what I was going to say. It would have been another insult.
Trouble Every Day, 2001.
Oh, Chocolat. Okay.
Yeah, we did. Dennis' first film was
Chocolat.
She worked with Wim Wenders, Beau Travail. An adaptation of Billy Budd is excellent. White Material and High Life, a sci-fi film, are good too. Oh. Sci-fi.
Yeah. I've only seen Trouble Every Day. I haven't seen the others, but I know about them. Or know of them. I don't know about them. I know of them. Well, I didn't know White Material.
I've not seen these movies.
No, I've only seen the first one.
Sounds like you got some homework, James.
I think I've got to watch Bring It On first.
Kristen Dunst.
Foreign politicians, so it's hard sometimes to completely turn away from it. Oh, is that when you were railing about Trump?
It's probably when I was talking about because William appeared on my live stream, didn't he?
Oh, right.
Referring to that, yeah.
High Life starred Robert Pattinson, Juliette Binoche.
Juliette Binoche is one of my all-time favorite actors. Yeah. She's incredible.
Black Hole. Oh, that sounds interesting. I'll have to check that out. I never heard of that.
Do you not know Juliette Binoche, Dave?
Maybe if I saw her, I don't know.
Probably her most famous international film, non-French film, would have been Chocolat, although that probably is French.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's English-speaking film, Chocolat. So she's the main one in that. But she's been in
Man
tons
Out
of
of the
stuff.
Spring.
Yeah.
Just type it in here. Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
I first discovered her in Unbearable Lightness of Being.
Mm-hmm.
And then Three Colors Blue.
Yeah, she was in Blue. Kieslowski. It was great.
Yeah, it's amazing. Just watching her depressed for 2 hours.
Basically.
But I think I could watch her depressed for 2 days. But yeah, Juliette Binoche is amazing.
James Garner rolls over in his grave when Trump is called a man.
Yeah, I think that's a different kind of maverick. If Trump was just good at playing cards, he'd be causing a lot less damage. Different kind of maverick.
To Cook the Thief is in my top 10 favorite films. Oh,
that's amazing.
Okay, good. I wrote that one down.
I do love the score. It's Helen Mirren and thingy. Oh my God, what's his name? My mind's gone funny. The guy that was bloody Dumbledore for the last films.
Keep going. Be right back. Hold on one second.
Michael.
Hey, what are you doing?
him anyway, and Helen Mirren is the wife. Is he the cook? No, I don't think he's the cook. He's just Michael Gambon. That's it. Someone just reminded me. Yeah, Michael Gambon, who's a brilliant actor. He is a brilliant actor. He was pretty big before he was in Harry Potter over here. I think actually, to be fair, most Harry Potter actors, except the kids, most of the adult ones were big before they were in it. It's like if you look at those 7 films, it's just a who's who of British actors, really. Yeah. Oh yeah, English Patient. Someone just mentioned Juliette Binoche being an English patient. Absolutely.
Right. And she was a Manon of the Source or Manon of the Spring in that.
Yeah, Manon of the Source. Yeah. Which is I can't believe my name. People's names are going out my head. That's that is that a sequel to Jean de Florette?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So her character was the little girl in Jean de Florette after she grew up, and
yeah, that's right. I used to be when I worked in HMV. I was the guy in charge of buying the films. I was in charge of the. Would have been the. I'm trying to remember now. Would it have been the VHS section or the DVD section? I'm trying to remember
what year was it?
what year? What format it was? I think it was VHS. Yeah. I was in charge of VHS because when I went the second time, I worked there twice, and there was a big 11-year gap where I worked in a different record shop. Second time I was in charge of music, but I was in charge of the videos the first time I worked there when I was a teenager. Yeah. So I'd order some random indie films sometimes. You go on, talk about Riley.
This is Olive's sister Riley, who does not like to be on screen very much, but she is causing a ruckus in here today. Say up, you can see she wants to get down. Okay,
yeah.
All right, fine. Okay, all right, okay. It's a very independent woman, that one. All right, let's see. Cannibal, the musical has cannibalism in it.
Probably so.
Love it.
All I'm hearing is daughter over and over again. But you saying daughter?
That's your story about your connection to Brian Dennehy.
Brian Dennehy.
Oh,
yeah. Your connection to Dennehy. I mean, I've got a closer one that he was my dad, but
Constance's favorite is season 4.
New Doctor Who season 4. So that's in David Tennant's era, I think.
Yeah,
he'd done it for 3 years, I think, before he went off. From my memory. Yeah, I mean. This is just some amazing stuff in the David Tennant era, definitely. I mean, that whole thing, it's only really recently that it's gone a bit fuzzy. My brain said funny, and then I was going to say fuzzy. So it's up to you what you want to use.
What's the story behind what was Eccleston's issue with the staff?
Oh God, I did know because he just literally said it in a Comic-Con once. He was on a panel and it went all over the internet for a while. I watched some Doctor Who channels as well, and they were covering it. And there was about 4 members of staff that were treating other people badly, other members of the crew badly, and he was kind of defending them. It wasn't really about him being treated badly. He was annoyed at how some of the other people were being treated. Mm-hmm. So it was something like that. So he was kind of like. He couldn't work in that environment, but it wasn't because he was a victim of it. He didn't like the environment. He didn't like the atmosphere on set. So it was kind of like, and he said because people are always saying, "Will you go back? Will you be in one of those multi-doctor stories?" And he said, and then this was like he just laughed about it and fobbed off the question for years. And then in this Comic-Con, he went, "I'll tell you what." And he was just decided clearly to just blatantly say it. And he said, I will go back to Doctor Who if this person, this person, this person, and this person are sacked. If they're sacked, I'll go back to Doctor Who.
Wow, he named them.
Yeah, he named
And
them.
they were all still there, obviously.
Yeah, and they were like, Jesus, So it went round for a bit because people are now like, wow, it wasn't, because a lot of people, I mean, he's the reason why it came back, really, because if he wasn't successful as being Doctor Who, it wouldn't be there now. It wouldn't have worked.
Right.
So I mean, David Tennant's success, and basically David Tennant becoming famous, really, is thanks to Christopher Eccleston being so good as Doctor Who. And he was just brilliant at it because he had this weird. Because the thing with Doctor Who is such an odd character because he's got to be incredibly intelligent, but also really mad, and he's got to seem unpredictable but in control. He's like got this dichotomy constantly with that character, and if you can get an actor that's really good at doing both those things, you're sorted.
Yeah.
And he's really good at it because sometimes he'd look like freaked out, and then sometimes he'd go, "Oh, brilliant! We're all gonna die," It's like, and he'd look excited by the challenge, and you've got to be a certain kind of actor to pull that off,
No. That's interesting, Gareth.
Oh, but that's common. That's why I said I think he's underrated because that's quite common.
The Adventures of Sonic Screwdriver.
Oh.
Shall take up Maury Anderson, Guy Clark, Atlanta Williams section, Jeff Beck, but that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's
Miguel
Morrison.
Miguel is preparing for the post-streaming future when we.
That's a nice selection. It's a very varied selection.
I have to say something else about Miguel. He posted further down in the comment thread. I read ahead during that long digression about Doctor Who. That it was Emmanuel Bayard who was in Manon of the Spring. Not Juliette Binoche.
Not Juliette Binoche.
So I'm duly chastened. Thank you, Miguel.
But that's funny. When you say that, I was like, oh yeah, of course. And then obviously that's me just bouncing off you.
All for 99 cents.
Nice.
That sounds like a nice haul there.
That's cool.
I think Blink was later. Wasn't he with Martha Jones in that one?
Maybe. Martha Jones wasn't in it much, so I think that's why I got confused.
Can I just pause for a second to note that, so Constance has been with us for quite some time now. And can I just say that it seems like no matter what we're talking about, Constance has detailed knowledge about it.
Yeah.
It could be any book, any show or movie. She knows all about it.
She's got like 3 screens in her front room, and she watches those things at once. And she's
got
like,
a big station, like a big monitoring station, and she's working on it.
Yeah, while she's reading something, while she's getting fed something intravenously, and it's like something on her headphones as well. Let's all go. No, you're probably right. I mean, I wasn't 100% sure what series it was, but it is. It's these episode people mentioned because it was so brilliantly done, and it's one of those things. You're just like, what the hell was that? You're expecting a certain thing from Doctor Who. And that just raised the level to such a ridiculous. It's like when you watch Andor and you're like, "Well, we didn't expect this from Star Wars." It's like you have a certain expectation of something you really love, and then something comes out of left field. You're like, "Well, that was amazing and such a different kind of thing." So Blink is so brilliantly written, and the Weeping Angels as a villain are great. Trouble was they kept bringing them back, and they didn't really have great stories, but they wanted to bring them back, and they ended up. Diluting the power of the Weeping Angels. The great thing about Blink was that literally they looked so terrifying because you had to, if you blinked, they came closer, and if you blinked, they were closer again. If you kept your eyes open, they wouldn't move, and that was kind of the point of the Weeping Angels. And it was such a great concept, but then they started messing with it as they kept bringing them back. So they did the same with Cybermen. To be fair, some of the Cybermen plots were just like. Bit dodgy, a bit convoluted, but I do like the Cybermen. The Borg, by the way, are rip-offs of the Cybermen. Which is not a bad thing, but because Cybermen are probably rip-offs of something that was written in a 1930 short story. But as far as TV goes, Cybermen were an invention before the Borg.
Yeah. And James just read a short novella.
There are many comments.
Just kidding. Broadchurch was intense.
Yes.
Vicarious.
You talk about intense. I don't know if it's another TV thing. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but I had to really like decide whether or not I was in the right frame of mind to watch it. It was so incredibly intense, and that's Luther. Did you ever watch Idris Elba's series Luther?
Luther?
You've
No.
probably got access to it. I think it was such a big thing that I'm sure Americans could see it. If you've
Maybe
not
so.
seen it, there was like 3 short series. There was like 3 episodes per. They were like mini series. There's about 3 seasons of it, and it was it's so intense and it's so horrible and nasty, but amazing.
What's it about?
He's like a maverick cop. He's like on his own. I can't remember if he's been sacked or he just like keeps getting told to go away because he's a bit off the books, and he gets involved in these horrible crimes, trying to stop them, or like serial killer kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And there are different stories each time, and then his private life gets involved as well. And there's this serial killer that he ends up having a friendship with, and there's loads to it, and it's so intense. And I'll never forget. There's this one scene. I won't even be able to describe it properly. But if anyone in the chat has watched it, you might recognize this scene where they're in a fuel. What do you call it over there? Like a petrol station, right? And there's this guy that's kind of smashing up their cars. They can't get out. They're kind of stuck watching them smash up the cars because if they get out, he's going to blow the whole thing up. And it's so intense and it's horrible. And that's just like, Luther's not around. This is just something that this guy's doing, and something that he's trying to kind of deal with. But it's an amazing series, but it's just really intense. So,
Goes vicariously through. May need subtitles for the accents in it, Dave. Broadchurch?
Oh yeah, it might be Broadchurch. That's up north, isn't it?
Okay. Which is good. Everybody likes Broadchurch. Lose a friend mysteriously. A different blink begins.
That's her. Carrie Mulligan's character's called Sally. I think she's talking about the Blink episode.
Different. Not different.
And geez. Was that geese?
Broadchurch's first season is spectacular. The British original, not the
is there a
remake.
US remake? But you were talking about the British one, right? You were talking about.
I was talking about. Yeah. That's the one that has 2 Doctors Who in it. It was set in Dorset. It was.
Yeah.
If I'm remembering right. Yeah.
I gotta write this down.
It's kind of the Jurassic Coast, isn't it? Sort of set around there. Yeah.
Church.
I didn't know there was a US remake.
I didn't either.
Constance does. Guy Clark and John Prine are 2 of my favorites.
John Prine's brilliant.
Are those doctors?
No, they're 2 singer-songwriters.
They're 2 of Brian Dennehy's sons.
Guy Clark.
Guy Clark connection. There you go.
Oh God, I can't wait to hear it. I can only imagine. Not related.
Oh wow.
Tom Baker in a play in London.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh,
that's awesome.
huh.
That must have been a while ago. I don't know if he's done much recently. He's got very frail, I think, in his old age.
He's pretty old now. Yeah, I get.
Yeah. Well, he's the only one out of those first 4, because obviously Peter Davison was a lot younger anyway. The first 4 Doctors, he's the only one that's still alive. Patrick Troughton died a while back. John Pertwee died a while back. And William Hartnell died ages ago. But John Pertwee should be, I think they should bring back the 3rd Doctor and get his son, Sean Pertwee, to play him. Because he looks and sounds exactly like his dad. It'd be amazing. Everyone would love that. You know, it's been said a few times. You know, some people go, "Yeah, Sean." Do you know Sean Pertwee?
His son's an actor.
Yeah. So if you've seen the series Gotham,
Mm-hmm.
have you seen the series Gotham?
No.
Oh! You got to see it. It's brilliant. Alfred's played by Sean Pertwee, and it's the best Alfred there's ever been. Seriously, Sean Pertwee is the best Alfred in any Batman situation. He's amazing. He's amazing, and I bet you it's like I love it when because you know I guess I like the way we speak over here. I love it when in American programs you get English characters talking like English people. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, you know, you're doing my nutting or something. You know, like you get when we're watching Lost. Sometimes I've said before, and I love some of Charlie's lines. You know, because you wonder whether they've tweaked it a bit and say no, I'll say it like this. You know, and Sean Pertwee's lines, some of the Alfred lines in Gotham are hilarious. There's a brilliant bit. It's one of my favorite lines in any TV show, and I laugh for ages. Like, there's a really serious villain in the Batman lore, which is Ra's al Ghul, right? And really like proper serious villain, and he does come into Gotham, and he's got Bruce Wayne like in front of him, I think. Like tied up, and he's got Alfred next to him, but he's not in the room at this point. And he walks, Ra's al Ghul walks in with this like cloak and stuff, and Alfred looks at him and goes, "What have you come as?" I just think it's an amazing line. What have you? Not like who are you, but what have you come as? It's just amazing. So yeah, Sean Pertwee is just amazing as Alfred. So just watch that. Just watch one episode so you can just bask in how brilliant he is as Alfred.
Fantastic.
You know? Yeah.
So Margaret's also asking, there's a US remake.
Some people have no taste. Yeah.
Tom Baker's Day in the Life article is hilarious on Hinge. Tom Hollander also did a very funny one.
Okay. Cool.
Listening from work.
Hello.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Smoke.
Ruby in the Smoke.
Ruby in the Smoke. Philip Pullman.
She's in Mansfield Park. Yeah, she was in Mansfield Park. She did she first started being taken seriously when she was in was it called Diary of a Call Girl? I think it was called. She kind of played a prostitute in a mini series thing. And they were like, "Oh my god, we didn't expect her to be a good actress," you know. But it's funny, people don't like people doing two things, do they? You know? No. Oh, you're a singer and an actress? What the hell? You're going to upset the time-space continuum.
I remember Mark Morris reviewing the first of the reboots, saying that Billy Parker was a revelation, which we agreed with. No expected Teeny Bopper to be such a great actress. She was really good.
Yeah. And I guess that's why they brought her back now, because obviously they had that really stupid ending of the last episode that's just, the last thing that's been made of Doctor Who. And I won't, if you don't know it, I won't spoil it. But
yeah, don't spoil.
It's connected to her, so she will be back. But it is a stupid ending, though.
Wife saying hi, Leslie.
Margaret may be flamenco dancing.
Possible.
Is that not a picture of Julia Binoche in front of them?
In front of who?
I don't get that reference.
Who's he talking about?
No, I'm not sure. But whoever's got a picture of Juliette Binoche, makes sense.
The picture of Margaret, maybe?
Do you think that's...
You see a resemblance?
Yeah.
I kind of do. That same thrift shop, I found Posh Spice's memoir and her fashion book. Wow, you had an amazing day. I texted friends if I should get them. So I
Yeah.
got them.
Ginger spice and baby spice are my two favorites.
Wait, which ones are your favorite? Baby and who?
Baby spice and ginger spice by a mile. I don't have any time for the other. I say that Mercy can sing. Mercy's got a good voice, but those two in particular I liked. Yeah, definitely.
High Life sounds great. It does. It sounds interesting. I'm going to check it out. Maverick.
Michael Gambon, yeah.
Yeah, Michael Gambon, yeah.
English Page.
Yeah.
Juliet Transcendent.
With Ralph Fiennes.
Gambon is the thief.
Yes, that's right. He's like an underworld gangster kind of character. Utterly despicable.
Oh, is Owen Riley? I brought Riley on. Does Gareth have a kitten yet? Have they made an appearance?
Well, we are getting her on the 25th of May.
Oh, a little early birthday present.
Yeah. We're going to wait because I don't know if I've said, but we need to wait until half term because we want to make sure that Ralph is going to beat her up. So we're going to just, if we're with them for a week, we'll know what it's like, what the dynamic is. She's only little, she's tiny little thing. So,
yeah.
But we
bought you said Ralph and Chico ganged up on some kitten you had a long time ago, right?
Next door's kitten, yeah.
Oh, the next door kitten, right?
Yeah, but he's also lived with Rosie for many, many years. Yeah. So it might be different if she's in the house. If we can settle her in, you might see her as part of the furniture. Because Rosie, to be fair, was pretty much ruled the house anyway. A grown-up cat can protect themselves.
Yeah,
but our new kitten's about that big, so
Yeah.
This is a tiny little thing. So you got to be nice, Ralph. You old bastard.
Man of Spring starred Emmanuel Beart.
Yeah.
It is also in my top 10. Man of Spring. Have you've seen that, Gareth?
Mm-hmm.
It was a long time ago, which is why I got confused when he's.
You saw it, James?
Yes, but I thought it had Juliet Binoche in it.
Oh,
that's why Libra is correcting me. I'm hanging my head in shame. So.
Oh.
We used to have a really cool selection of international DVDs in Blackwell's when I worked there. So we had a better selection in Blackwell's than we did in. Well, actually, that's not true. But considering the proportion of the selection, we had loads in HMV, but the proportionally, we had a better selection in Blackwell's. But it's an academic. It's a student shop, so student bookshop. So it makes sense, really.
What's this Man of Spring about again, James?
So it's set in rural France, and there is a mysterious woman who lives out in the countryside and herds goats. And the people in the town are trying to figure out where she's come from, how she survives, what her deal is. But if you've seen the there's a prequel to it. So this is a sequel to a movie called Jean de Florette, which is about a guy from the city who moves to rural France and has a scheme for how he's going to get rich by growing squash and feeding them to rabbits. And he's got a system worked out, and it doesn't go according to plan. But French stuff,
The family saga.
Yeah, but Jean de Florette was played by the big French guy.
Yeah. I was going to say earlier,
that one French guy that everyone can think of that I can't think of.
Begins with G.
Yes. Libra's typing it down there in the comments somewhere.
That's so stupid though, because I used to just bang.
Gerard Depardieu.
Yeah. Who's been it's a scandal with him now, isn't there?
Oh, probably. I mean, he's French, so he's French and old, so he must have been in several.
Here we go. Let's my spot there for a minute. The old, where was I?
Channels,
Dr.
episode top three.
Dave's-
James. Yeah.
Turned out to be Tristan playing cricket.
Oh yeah, I was brilliant stuff. I was a little kid.
Dr. Donna forever.
Donna was a great Donna's one of the companions for David Tennant, and she came back as well for the recent stuff, and she was played by a comedian, so it was really good getting a comedian to play a companion because she's a really popular comedian anyway, but she was brilliant because it took away all that romantic stuff, and she was just like she didn't even put him on a pedestal. She was just like, there was this sort of adventurous side to Donna in Doctor Who. It was really cool. Catherine, it's happening again. I can't think of names. Catherine Tate. Yeah. Really successful comedian over here. She's really funny. Her series is amazing. She plays this Nan character. She puts loads of makeup on to make her look like 50 years older, and she's really funny as a Nan character.
Eccleston
Yes, he was.
a working class doctor.
Yeah. He used his own accent, his own kind of northern accent. Yeah, the Ood is a villain in Doctor Who as well as a.
Constance is the bomb. Is that what the kids still say?
Probably.
Luther was good, says Libro.
All right.
It's
Luther
amazing.
was so much fun.
All right.
See, I loved it, but I didn't find it fun. I found it like
Intense.
Just incredibly harrowing, which is why I'd have to be in. Sometimes we go, "Oh, should we watch Luther?" I go, "No, not tonight. I can't." So yeah, it's just really intense, but amazing.
Could have been in MI5. They decided to slow us. The original Law and Order episodes up until the early 2000s were intense dramas, brilliant writing.
Yeah, my wife loves Law and Order.
We used
Mine
to
too.
watch some of those, but Tom Baker was fun to watch in Monarch of the Glen.
Yeah, he was in that. He was also really funny in an episode of Blackadder.
Oh, he was in that too?
He was in Blackadder as a one-off episode. He was like a strange kind of sea captain kind of guy with a weird eye. He was in one episode of Blackadder 2. Yeah.
Gareth, the play with Baker was 1995.
Cool. That'd be well good to see Tom Baker in Inspector Calls.
It was me and a few hundred teenagers who lost their shit when the lights went out. That was which? That was what thing?
What's that about, James? When the lights went out.
So the lights went out. What's she referring to?
She was talking about seeing a play with Tom Baker in it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
When he comes. Oh, that's awesome.
No.
No.
You were saying you would recognize if you saw her as.
Oh, Libra's profile picture.
Mark was saying she doesn't look like Juliette Binoche, and he that Miguel has Juliette Binoche on his picture. We didn't even notice.
Oh, yeah, profile. I don't know. I still see a resemblance.
There she is.
Lewis on my profile. Oh yeah.
The one on the left, Dave. The other one's a dog.
Yeah. Thanks, Gareth. Thanks for the help. You're so part of the
yourself. Part of the furniture. I still haven't seen Oliver live yet. I'd love to see that live.
Gareth,
Greg. Middle name Ghostwriters in the Sky.
You got that song stuck in my head.
Oh,
that was stuff from before.
Yeah.
Man of the Spring is a great revenge film.
That's true.
Catherine Tate, yeah, he's there. Am I bothered? Yeah, that's the teenager. So she's most famous for two characters: the Nan character and the teenager who puts a teacher in knots, trying to he's going, why haven't you done this? And she's like, whatever, and she's like answering back, and it's exactly what a teacher has to go through, and it's horrendous, but she's really funny at doing it, and she's constantly going, am I bothered? Which became a thing over here. People would quote Catherine Tate's character to just give an example of what this person was like. They're talking to go, oh, well, am I bothered? It'd be like that. You know exactly what that person was like.
She was on the American Office, wasn't she?
Was she?
If it's the one I'm thinking, she has like long red hair and
yeah, I didn't know she was in American Office there.
Yeah, and in one of the later seasons, she was.
Was that the same episode Juliette Binoche was in?
No, Emmanuel Bayard was in that season. Well, Idris Elba was on the American Office also.
Yeah, he played David Brent, didn't he? Yeah.
No, he didn't play David Brent. He played.
He played that big wig. Yeah.
Yeah,
he played Brian Dennehy, didn't he? Yeah.
He played Brent. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So it's getting to be time for me to log off. So before there's more Doctor Who talk that I won't understand, let's do these rapid fire questions.
Oh yeah. And then I'll talk about these bloody books I just set up next to me.
Right.
I've been carrying them for 2 hours.
I never knew Captain Red Beer Rum was Tom Baker. Oh no, he's been swigging this for ages.
They're not Doors fans. Yeah.
That's right.
He was always features one of the worst players.
Yeah,
okay.
That's right. Yeah, she's funny in that because she just goes, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. She's funny. Right.
All right, James.
All right.
Here we go.
Diane's ready for the rapid fire.
All right. Here we go.
This is the Great 8 questionnaire. These were very carefully considered, curated questions for
Took
your
us
consideration.
months
Okay.
to come up with these.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 1.
Yes.
Your favorite biscuit.
Okay. That is Hobnobs without chocolate.
Hobnobs without chocolate. Wow, Garrett. It feels like that. It feels like that answer was tailor-made for you.
I know. He told me before we started filming. I was just like, "Oh my god, this is going to be a great moment when you mentioned that," and it was a great moment. I've been lifted.
It has oats on it, and so I can convince myself that it's a healthy food. So,
favorite movie.
Clearly, it's not Phantom of the Paradise.
No. This is probably not true, but it comes to mind. It feels okay. Big Lebowski.
Oh yes.
What one?
The Big Lebowski.
Big Lebowski. Which Dave, you must have seen half a dozen times.
Yeah, but
right?
that's. But it's not your favorite, but it feels like it could be.
Feels like it might be. Yeah.
Okay.
It probably is.
Yeah, makes sense. It's hard to pick one, isn't it? I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right, number 3. Favorite insult. And believe me, you don't have to hold back. We've heard some goodies.
I don't know if I have one, but one that I hear in my head when I'm mad at someone, and I don't actually say this, but so there was a character on Deadwood who was a Chinese man, and he had basically one general insult and term for anyone, basically anyone. He called them a cocksucker, and he said, "Cocksucker." That's I don't actually say that, but if I'm thinking about someone and I'm mad at them, I will think of that word in that accent.
That's fair enough.
That's good. I like that.
All right. Biggest. I'm trying to see if these are in relation to your answers. It's anything but Doctor Who.
Mhm.
That's just like your opinion, man.
Yes, like your
That's
opinion,
right.
man. That's Big Lebowski.
I haven't seen Big L.
No.
Oh, Libra hasn't seen the Big L.
Big Brother has to see
You're-
it now.
It's like if The Doors was a movie, Libro. You'd love it.
It's just one of those films. There's like what half a dozen films where every single line is a gem.
It's fantastic.
You know, it's amazing.
All right, number 4. Biggest pet peeve.
I guess I have this little thing where I hate when people keep electing assholes to be the president of the United States.
As a pet peeve, I love that.
It kind of gets under my skin a little bit, annoys me.
It's kind of niggled by totalitarianism.
A little bit.
Yeah. I
Oh,
love it.
that's a good one. All right, number 5. This is heavy.
All right.
Do you have regrets?
I've had a few.
Hey,
Mhm.
he's gonna start singing.
But then again, too few to mention. No.
He's gonna say being on this bloody show. That's what he's gonna say.
Well,
Be
obviously,
on a live stream
Lewis,
show where they talk about Doctor Who for an hour.
as long as long as you have no follow-ups, I will say honestly, yes.
Which brings us to
follow-up.
question 6,
Mm.
which is what would you do differently?
Oh boy. I'd watched the end of one of your previous live streams, so I knew that these questions were coming.
Good answer.
And I
Oh,
would
that's
prepare
the
for the
You
that's the answer,
one of
because
our
then I would
previous live streams, you know. Okay, I feel like we have to take that one, Gareth.
Yeah, I
That
thought
was-
that was his answer.
That's the cleverest answer we've had, I think, ever. This questionnaire.
He might be the cleverest guest we've ever had. I don't know.
Might be.
Although he
Okay.
did get the wrong casting in Man on the
And
Source.
there was that, yeah.
Number 7. This
Yes.
should be a good one for you.
All right.
Should be a good one for you, James. What song sums up your attitude in life?
Brownsville Girl by Bob Dylan.
And I don't know
Okay,
that one. Why does that
can
sum
you,
up your?
Yeah, elaborate.
It's a song he co-wrote with the playwright Sam Shepard. It's one of his like 12-minute long songs that starts off with him talking about going to see a movie with Gregory Peck, and then it goes through driving out to the countryside to see a woman who's hanging clothes up, and the guy that they were there to see wasn't there, and then he's back watching, standing in line to see another Gregory Peck movie, but it wasn't the one that he was thinking of earlier. So
I feel like I just listened to the song.
I feel like I've just lived his life.
well, there is one line in the song is, "I don't have any regrets. You can talk about me plenty when I'm gone." And then, because the song has a sort of backup chorus of female singers, they answer by saying, "Oh yeah."
and Dave, you'd be interested to know as well. The second verse talks about hobnobs.
Oh
That's
my
right.
God.
Yep. But
Oh
with
my
chocolate,
God.
so
Yes,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah. When you meet Dylan, you'll say that when you go, "What the hell are you doing?" Yeah.
So I'm just skipping here to get to your. Diane thought that that previous answer you had was very clever. Libro couldn't answer any of these questions without counsel. We'll get to the rest of those in a minute. Okay. Final 8th question.
Okay.
Wow. I have to say, well, we'll let him do the last question first. What one person, living or dead,
Mhm.
would you spend the day with?
This is a guy I talk to a lot, and I've never met him in person. But I would like to spend the day with Randy Ray, the literate Texan.
Oh, that's really lovely.
He's become. We quickly became friends when I joined BookTube. He's become a pretty good friend, and yeah, I like him a lot. I would like to spend some time with him. There you go.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah. That's what Gareth had. That's how Gareth would have answered the question about me a year ago. But then we met, and
never meet your heroes.
yeah, yeah. Well, listen. Eventually, you will meet them. Eventually, you guys are going to get together, right? And Gareth and I can tell you that it is an amazing experience when it happens. You know what I mean? Because that was. It's really amazing. It is really, really amazing. It's very surreal. I mean, maybe you've been through this before. I haven't. Where you have you make a really good friend that you have for a while, and then you later meet them in person. It's surreal, and it's pretty incredible.
Well, doing live streams for Cinephile Sundays, I keep having these conversations with people that I've been watching for so long. Yeah. And it just feels so natural to talk to them so often. It's quite amazing. Yeah. It doesn't feel like you're just talking to someone you're meeting for the first time. Yeah. So it's always a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Even when Libra was our guest, it was like that.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like talking via email or something, or like typing a message is one thing, but talking like this is much more real, isn't it? Yeah, it's like being in the same room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I have to say, you and Gareth can say if he agrees with this, but I think he will. I think you are the guest so far that has most deftly navigated this questionnaire.
All right,
you are now James the Deft.
Oh boy! There was a podcast that I think he still does it. I just don't listen to it that much. But it's called I forget what it's called. But anyway, it was like a philosophy podcast, and he would end with a lightning round for his guests, where all the questions were whether something was real or not. So the first question was, "Is anything real?" And if they agreed that anything was real, it would go on like. Is experience real? Is time real? Is love real? Is God real? Or
so everyone leaves with a headache.
Yes. And one of them was like a hole, as in a hole on the ground. Is that real?
Depends if you're in a Warner Brothers cartoon or not, right?
Yeah, I mean, usually they were like philosophers of some type, so they usually had some idea about it. But the rule is, you can't explain; you just have to say yes or no.
Yeah.
So, just skipping ahead for a sec before you leave, Miguel said I enjoyed it very much being with James and Randy. Look forward to doing it again.
We will have you on again. Also, I think if Aaron is still on, he mentioned that he was a big fan of Star Trek 4. So, Aaron, if you want to do that, reach out to me and we'll set it up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, gents. Well, I have got to go brush my teeth and etc. So, but it has been a blast being on. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm sorry we talked so much about Doctor Who, but thanks for putting up with it.
Well, can I say I'm sorry it's taken us 55 episodes to get you on.
Yeah.
Getting around to it.
There's still lots of our friends we haven't had on yet, so it's just one of those weird things. But amazing.
Yeah, thanps for coming on, James.
Thanks everybody, and I'll reach out to you too about being on Cinephile Sundays. Yep. Even you, Dave. Even
might need to break the 1983 rule, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm going to watch. What am I watching? If
you're watching Dog Day Afternoon,
Dog Day Afternoon, you got to watch that.
Yeah. What was the other one that you told me about? In the Facing the Crowd.
Facing the Crowd. Yeah. Facing the Crowd would definitely qualify.
And James is going to watch Dave Made a Maze.
That's right.
Yes, I will. All right. Good night, everybody.
All right, James. See you.
This is equating Dog Day Afternoon with Dave Made a Maze.
Let me just circle back and we had a few more comments here. So Margaret says she just checked out Origins of Totalitarianism. That is a chunker. So
Yeah.
good luck to
It's a
you.
really, really important book. Hannah Arendt.
You read it?
Yeah, I've got it. Yeah, I've got the Penguin one. Yeah, I've read it.
Yeah, but
I've studied
but you
it.
read it.
Yeah, I studied it. It's part of. It was something I
Oh.
used in my degree.
That's a pretty big book.
Hmm.
I mean, I'd like to read it, but I don't think I can read a book that big.
Some of the
All
books you've read recently have some of that material in it, but with modern references.
Yeah, that's kind of like the go-to that everybody cites.
Yeah. She might have been the first one to do it.
No. Brownsville, Texas. I don't remember what that was a reference to. I thought Chris Christopherson was from Brownsville.
Maybe. Don't know.
Shepard wrote brilliant stories in the beautiful
Paris, Texas. Yes, he did.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a great film, Paris, Texas.
Kirsten Dunst, James. What was that? I don't remember who he was referencing there.
I don't know.
He was born in Brownsville. Ah.
Unless Kirsten Dunst was from Brownsville.
Shepard was also great in Thunderheart. Oh.
I haven't seen
I
that.
saw that so long ago. That was probably 3 decades ago, right, Greg? That movie came out probably 30 years ago, right?
He's been in quite a lot of things as a character actor, isn't he?
I enjoyed it very much with James and Randy. Oh, we read that already. Okay. He goes through here. Birds aren't real. Monica Bellucci isn't real. Monica's eternal. Adios, James. It was fun. Thanks, Diane. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Diane.
Bring it on, James. Crossroads movie would be awesome, but it's 1986.
Yeah, it's a good film.
I don't know that one.
And that features Steve Vai, and I'm going to be seeing Steve Vai live in a couple of weeks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the most incredible concert. It's going to be the material they're playing is the 3 King Crimson albums from the 80s, Discipline, Beat, and Red, and Discipline, Beat, and 3 of a Perfect Pair. And the band is Steve Vai, Danny Carey, the drummer from Tool, Tony Levin, and Adrian Belew from King Crimson. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, sounds like it.
James did say what he was reading, didn't he?
He did.
I'm going to have to. I need to go. I'm going to come back in a sec. Give me.
You're going to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. So we both want to keep talking, but we both need to take a very short break. This is what happens when you go for a few hours. So this one's not so bad, actually, right, guys? This is 2 hours, 37 minutes so far. This is on the shorter side. Diane, sweet Steve Vai. Yeah, so that should be fun for him. Not me. I'm not really a big concert guy. What was the last forever? Whoever's still listening, I may have mentioned this before, but we have this band up here. They're local, so I'm in Connecticut, and they're pretty local to me. They're called Mullet, and they are an 80s cover band. So they do all the big hair bands, like Def Leppard and Poison and Journey and oh god, I can't even remember them all. Van Halen and Bon Jovi and all these big bands from the 80s with all the long hair, and they do great. They do. Their one guitarist is phenomenal. He's got this bit where they do Guns N' Roses, and he does this bit where he puts on the hat and does Slash for Sweet Child of Mine, and it's amazing. But because they're local, they do the day after Thanksgiving every year. They do a concert right in my town. It's like their hometown concert. I mean, they don't actually live in this town, but they live right nearby. So that's their hometown concert. And we're like totally hooked. We've gone like a few years in a row now. I'll probably go like every single year. I can't get enough of it. And they put up they have these screens that they put up. So they as they're doing the songs on stage, their screens they play the original videos, like Def Leppard's original "Pour Some Sugar on Me" video, while they're doing the song live. So there's like a lot of nostalgia from it's like you're like back in the 80s. It's pretty cool. We were just talking about concerts, so I was telling about this Mullard concert I go to every year. Okay, you're up.
Cool.
Diane's excited that you're going to see.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, so I'll just quickly say that. So it's a project that Adrian Belew and Tony Levin from King Crimson wanted to do these 80s albums, and then they brought in Steve Vai and Danny Carey from Tool. So I'm a massive Tool fan, and I've always admired Steve Vai. So he was taught to play guitar by Joe Satriani, and I'm more of a fan of Joe Satriani. But I can't wait to see Steve Vai. I think it's very special, and I saw an interview where he was talking about how difficult it was to look at the parts that essentially he's playing Robert Fripp's parts, because Adrian Belew was obviously doing Adrian Belew's parts. And he was saying that Robert Fripp's parts are much more complicated than people imagine them to be, because he always looks really casual when he's sitting there playing it, sitting on a chair. And Steve Vai, was interesting seeing him talk about how difficult they were to play. But yeah, I can't wait to see. It's going to be amazing. So it's the only gig I've got planned for this year so far. So there's a few people I'd like to see later on. There's a gig I'd love to get a ticket for, but it might have sold out, which is Eric Idle's playing in Brighton in October. I'd love to see Eric Idle do it like an anecdotal concert, and he does sing some songs as well, but basically it'd be talking about the Python days and talking about Spamalot and stuff. Yeah, I'd love to see Eric Idle, but I think it's probably sold out. But yeah, that would be the big gig for me. I'll be seeing lots of people in a 3-day festival I'm playing at in a couple of weeks as well, which would be cool. But yeah, Beat is the band. The 3 80s Crimson albums, which I think are amazing albums. The first one, Discipline, I think is a masterpiece. And the other two, most of the tracks are brilliant. So yeah, I can't wait. And I think Dave's back, so we can move on from Diane's lovely comment.
What I miss?
I was just talking about the project that this concert's from, this Crimson thing. So just expanding on that. And talk about the books I've read and the books I'm reading. I'd like to talk about that in a minute.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Let me just grab these real quick. We are living a few miles outside the New Perth Reservation when we say Thunderheart. My wife and I were the only white people in the theater. Yeah.
Is Thunderheart about the Native Americans?
Yeah, it's about. I actually don't remember the details, but I do remember going to see it in the theater.
It's about a reservation, is it?
It's about yeah.
Cool.
Saw. Wow, do they cover all the bands I don't like?
Is that a comment to me or to you?
That's to you, I think.
They cover all the bands I don't like. They just cover
the one you're going to see.
It's just the 3 King Crimson albums, so clearly maybe he's not a King Crimson fan. Oh no, maybe he is.
How old is Eric Idle? About 107?
He's in his late 70s, I think. Yeah, I think he's like 76, maybe 77, something like that. But I'd love to see him. So I've only ever seen Every Spell Sacred. That's written by Terry Jones, that song. But I never got to see Terry Jones. Obviously, he's not around anymore. He was my favourite Python. But I did see Michael Palin twice, and Terry Gilliam I saw as well in an interview in a theatre with Michael Palin, which is pretty cool. I'm not interested in seeing John Cleese. He's a dick.
All right, books. I know you just read the bit.
Oh, yeah.
Books. Do them.
So I've got books that I have just read, books I'm in the middle of reading, and books I'm going to read. So there's a plethora of books here. I did have some Greek biscuits, but I'll save them for another time.
Oh, we're doing the books we just read. Let me grab them. They're right here. Hold on.
Yeah. So you all right, Ralph? He just got up. You going to do something? Yeah, come here. Go say hello. Ready? You gonna growl at me? Come here. Cause you're like a dead weight. Say hello. There we go.
Oh, you okay?
Here he is.
You all right?
Yeah, say hello, Dave.
I love.
So,
Oh, hi, Ralph. Okay. What did you read?
Right.
What are you reading?
right.
What are you about
so,
to read? Let's hear it.
the ones I've just read, I've picked those first. These are the two that I've just read. So about a week ago, I guess, I finished Doctor Sleep.
Okay.
So, which I really enjoyed. I thought it was really good, and he definitely didn't rest on his laurels because there's loads of extra stuff. He didn't just rewrite The Shining because it's a sequel to The Shining. I thought he did some really interesting things with it. It's quite a dark book, dark themes, but I thought it was really good. So that was Doctor Sleep, and then after that, I read this, What Mad Universe. So I'm doing a video about this with Gavin from Genre Books for his project.
Mm-hmm.
And I really, really liked it. I thought it was brilliant. So it's quite a light and fluffy sci-fi book, which is that's my jam. I love that kind of thing.
Okay.
It's a guy that works for a science fiction magazine, and he kind of accidentally falls into another universe that's really similar.
Oh, that sounds great.
It's really good.
What Mad Universe?
What Mad Universe? You don't know how it's going to end. It's just really cool because he's trying to figure out at the start. He's trying to figure out what the hell's going on, and then he's got to try and find, and then he's kind of on the run, and then you're just thinking, how's this going to end? And it just ends really. The ending's brilliant. So yeah, it's just really cool. What Mad Universe?
Huh? Who's the author?
Frederick Brown. So that's how you spell Frederick, by the way, because it's not normal spelling. Can you see that? Fredric.
Yep.
Frederick Brown. So because I love this so much, I went on eBay and bought another one of his famous ones called Martians Go Home.
Okay.
So that's on its way. That should arrive possibly tomorrow. And I don't know if I'll read it straight away, but I can't wait to have it. And it's got a very famous cover. But he also wrote Arena, which was kind of, I think it was paraphrased, kind of adapted in a loose way into the famous Gorn Star Trek episode. But I'm pretty sure it comes from that short story that he wrote. But yeah, this is so good. So that was really cool. So I really enjoyed that. And then I am always on this project reading all the J.G. Ballard stories.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a little bit behind Greg, but I think I'm only one story behind Greg, which is not bad because he reads all the time, right? So we're nearly at the end of this book. So he's got it all in one volume, but I've got it in 2 volumes. But we've only got about 8 stories left in this volume, and then we'll be done halfway through. And there's 88 stories. So
wow,
yeah, it's about a dozen. I'd say about a dozen left in here. So that's pretty good. So we're rattling along with that, which is nice. And then I'm reading this, The Day It Rained Forever. So it's the next one on my Ray Bradbury deep dive.
Ah, okay.
So these are short stories.
Yeah.
And Dave Rosetsky said on a comment on one of my other videos that story is one of his favorite Bradbury stories, and it's beautifully written. It's one of those kind of like not particular plot, but just beautiful prose kind of story.
Yeah.
And that is the same book, but with a different title.
Oh.
So Medicine for Melancholy is pretty much the same thing. But when I do a video about it, I'll talk about the differences and why it is what it is.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. And I also started these 2 books for People April, so I need to carry on with those, which is a book about John Mellencamp.
Oh.
I'm a big John Mellencamp fan, and the book about Stax Records.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a massive fan of Stax Records. If I had to choose between Motown and Stax, I'd choose Stax. I think they're amazing. So yeah, this is really good. So I'm enjoying that, and I'm also for my Patreon, I'm reading the Brown Yelp Gang. So I've only read chapter 1, but I'm going to read chapter 2 tomorrow, and I'm going to try next week. I'm going to just try and rattle through the whole book and then just put one up every week or something.
Okay.
And that's really good because it's I've also found, I wanted to talk about this as well. I might even do a separate video on it, but I found my outline that I'd written for the next book, and I was so pleased because I'd forgotten I'd even written it. I thought I need to write that, and then I found this notepad and I was looking through it. I was like, oh my god, I did write the outline. So it's got basically what happens in each chapter. So I need to look through it, see if I want to change it. But
how long ago did you write that you forgot that you wrote it?
2-3 years ago. I mean, because this goes back to like, what is it? 2019. This was written.
Yeah.
So that's like 7 years ago. So it's about time I did, because I've bought the cover. Like the cover is by Hunt Emerson again, and I paid 200 quid for the cover for the next book. So, you know, I'm just wasting money if I don't write the book. But yeah, what I want to do is once I've written it, I want to try and reformat all the books and put them out with someone else if I can. But yeah, so I've been the whole Patreon idea was to try and get me writing again, and it's kind of getting me into that frame of mind, which is good.
That's great.
So yeah, the Brown Yelp Gang, I'm reading that out loud, which is good. It's making me laugh, which is good because that's the whole point. And I'm now reading this, so I'm partway through the girl who loved Tom Gordon, and it's really interesting. I thought it was going to be about a teenager who was like who was into someone, like a boy at the college or something, but it's not. It's about a 9-year-old girl. So he's writing about someone really young, and Tom Gordon is a baseball player. So I didn't know that because I don't know enough about baseball. And so far, she's lost in the woods. So it's really cool. It's basically, I mean, it's not like crazy, like extreme horror, but it's kind of about fear, you know, and the fear that a 9-year-old girl's got being lost in the woods on her own, you know. So it's really
that's for Horror Mayhem.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a good one to read because I've always wanted to read that because it's quite a short one, and it's one that I was going to get rid of once I'd read it. And you know, like I've said before, it could be the choices I've made, but I haven't been disappointed by them yet. So, and this is really good. So I'm really enjoying that. So I'm hoping to finish that in the next couple of days. And then once I've done that, I'll be reading the first Walking Dead edition, Days Gone By. And I did a little look through earlier when I got it out, thinking, yeah, I really can't wait actually, because I think I'm going to be all right with it. I think it was difficult for me to read it when I was watching the show because it's just different, and I look at the same thing but different. So now there's so much distance between the main show, it'll be fine. So I'm reading that soon. The next couple of days, and I'm also going to read Wake Up, Percy Gloom, which is a graphic novel about Percy Gloom, and it's really weird because I just love the design, and I bought a book called Percy Gloom, and I loved it. And this is the second book. There's only 2, so she only wrote 2 books about Percy Gloom, and I absolutely love the artwork. And it's just a really weird story. The first one.
Is it horror?
No, it's kind of it's like.
Oh, that guy looks kind of creepy. The one you got your finger on there.
It's just really like, it's like a fantasy thing. It's like there's no it's like a different reality.
He's like a pig man.
Yeah, it's just really odd, but I love it. And he's like he worries a lot. He's like someone who's just a bit lost, and he's and it's just really weird. So I loved it. I really like the first book, so I want to read this one. And then what I'd like to do is do a video on both books. So I'll have to reread the first one again. But I really loved it, and it was just different. I kind of dabble a bit with graphic novels. You know, the superhero stuff. I don't get that much stuff. I like reading Batman ones, but I don't really get too much into it because there's so many millions of them out there. But I like these odd kind of eccentric things like that. You know, that's the stuff I really like.
Yeah.
You know, but one of the things I was going to talk about as well, I bought a few random things, but this was really interesting. I found H.G. Wells' The History of the World, a short history of the world.
Oh.
And it's literally him writing a history book. It dates back to, I think it's when the world started. Yeah, so he starts before man evolved, the beginnings of life. He goes into the age of reptiles, and then it talks about early man and how things developed, and it talks about how society's built up, and it's like it's the entire history of the world in this book. And it's just really interesting because it's H.G. Wells, you know.
Yeah.
And weirdly, that this book is directly referenced and used in the plot in What Mad Universe.
Oh.
Because he finds the book, and in the alternative universe, H.G. Wells has written other things. That kind of helps him to explain where he is, and he realizes he's in a different universe because the H.G. Wells book's different. So this was like really cool finding this.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah. So yeah.
Do you want me to get, because there's some comments about the books you're talking about here. Someone's talking about Mullet, local band days, lots of bands. He doesn't like the bands. 80s bands. Yeah. Crimson fan. Thunderheart, Graham Greene, Little Reservation, Cop. Yeah. Shepard and Val Kilmer were the FBI detectives brought in to help solve murder. Yeah. Frederick Brown is brilliant. I think I've told you before that his collection, Nightmares and Stacks, is the best collection of flash fiction I've ever read.
Yeah, that's something I've noticed on eBay as well. Yeah. Oh,
Goldeneye was my favorite Bradbury story.
Okay.
Is that, you have that one in there?
Let's double check because, yeah.
Have you read it yet?
I haven't got to that one yet because a lot of these are rereads, so I probably have, but I don't remember it. But I've got to. I think I'm about 5. I am 5 stories in, so yeah, there's a few more to get to that. It's about halfway through the book, but yeah, that's cool. I'll be thinking of you, Dave, when I'm reading it. Yeah.
Heidi loved The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. One of her favorite King books.
Real horror getting lost. Yeah, that's what's just really cool about it. It's like it's literally a girl lost in the woods, and it's really vivid.
Did you ever hear of the comic The Woods?
The Woods, just The Woods.
The Woods by James Tynion. This was before Tynion got really big.
Right.
That was one of the original things that, James Tynion, he does a lot of Batman and yeah. This was like when he was just starting to get big. He did this comic called The Woods. It ran like 40 something issues, I think. But it's about, you'd like it. It's about it is about a high school that suddenly gets transplanted into the woods of an alien world. Like with all the kids and the teachers.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know what I mean? So maybe you'd like it. If Getting Lost in the Woods is your story, is your kind of what kind of story you might like The Woods.
I'll stop that.
Sci-fi horror.
The thing that made this working so well, I just think it's really interesting that he's so good at writing from a child's point of view. It's a 9-year-old girl.
Yeah,
I love that. It's cool.
You love baseball, and I remember watching Tom Gordon pitch when the King book came out. I assumed it was referencing someone completely different.
Yeah, no, it is Tom Gordon, the baseball player.
That H.G. Wells book was adapted into film by Mel Brooks.
Something.
That's a good movie.
Slightly different.
Classic movie.
History of the World Part 1.
That needs another rewatch.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of movies that I've watched multiple times, but that's one of those ones. Watch it over and over again.
I tell you what, there's a film that I it's probably Spinal Tap I've watched more than any other film, but one that I know I've seen many, many, many times, and I had it on video and wore the video out, and then got another one, and then wore that one out. Is The Man with Two Brains? Have you seen The Man with Two Brains?
No.
Steve Martin.
No.
So,
I guess
so
I
funny.
should have, huh?
It's brilliant. Yeah, yeah. Another one where so many lines are funny, and it's a ludicrous film. But again, it's my sense of humor. I love it. Because Steve Martin when he did Roxanne, he got a lot more kind of mature in his humor, which meant it wasn't quite as funny. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But The Man with Two Brains is so funny. It's like The Jerk, you know, that sort of humor.
Boney's charge. Thanks all. Good night. Percy Bloom's book artwork does look cool. It does look cool.
Yeah.
And thanks, Diane. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Diane.
Have a good night. Was that the last of your books?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to grab the one I'm reading next. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you want me to go?
Yeah, come.
All right. So it has been the month of Adrian Tchaikovsky. So I read. What? No.
No, I should check my messages.
You can't be obsessive about it.
Well, I am.
But you can check. Go ahead. You can check.
I'm checking over my minutes. Where's my phone?
I know you won't be able to focus until you check. We didn't do biscuits, by the way. Are we doing biscuits or what?
I know. I've got biscuits. Our guests aren't quite into it as much as we are.
I guess not. James left without doing biscuits.
That weren't. They're like, why would I bring biscuits on a show? What's going on? It's like, you could try and enjoy life.
James says, man, we could have been talking about King Crimson instead of Doctor James, did you bring biscuits that we forgot to?
Hey, come back on camera if you want to chat to us, mate. What's going on? Or maybe he's socializing with someone and only pretending to, but he's actually talking to us and watching us, but he's like pretending to socialize with his wife or something.
So, did you check already, or?
Yeah, no, we haven't.
Oh yeah.
No.
All right. So I read Made Things.
Yes, which I saw in the shop we went in.
They had it in the Strand.
I nearly got it. Yeah, and I'd already got loads out, and I thought, oh, I won't get that one, but I could have done.
Yeah, I thought about getting it too, but you know what it's about?
Yeah, I saw your review of it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this was fun. It was very different, different kind of fantasy with these sort of little.
He's much more versatile than people give him credit, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, and I have to say he packed. I'm used to these like really long books from him, right? That have these like long, and I'm not usually, me, I don't usually go for like really long books, but it's Tchaikovsky. And so, he's got these like really long, complex plots. And so this is much shorter, but even though it's really short, he still gets you everything you need, like he packs it in, and you got a full character development. You got a full like, you get a full like, what do I want to say?
The world building as well.
Yeah, adventure world building and adventure story and big climax, and you know what I mean. So that was really good. I liked it. And then this one, Elder Race, was the next one, another novella by Tchaikovsky, and I did really like this one. So I really liked this one. It was well, if you saw the video, you already know, but it was like a real like genre mashup. It was It was a little bit of, not so much fantasy, but it was just kind of like sword like medieval thing, but then sci-fi and some horror.
Yeah, no, I've read that one.
Oh, you read this one?
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
liked
What
it.
did you think of this?
No, I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I read it just after Children of Time, so it was a bit of a come down, but it is really good. Yeah.
So there's a sequel coming, you know.
Oh, is there?
There's a sequel coming, Engines of God, that is going to come, I think, in the fall, like September, October or something. So I'm curious what that is. Like, did that pick up? Is it the same near, but like a many years in the future again? Or
Yeah, I think you might do that.
Or maybe it's actually a prequel about the previous queen that he helped.
Well, he might, because one of the things that it might be the case that I read an interview with him, and he said with the Dogs of War books, he didn't intend that to be a series. He just kept thinking of ideas, and then he go, "Oh, I'll do that."
Yeah.
So, Children of Time series, he intended to keep going, but the Dogs of War he didn't. And it'd be interesting if that was one where he decided to write another one because he came up with another idea that expands on it. You know, it'd be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, because it's pretty much self-contained story, you know.
Yeah.
But I would think it's not going to be the same pair of characters. You know what I mean?
No, it's probably just in the same world.
I imagine it's going to be a prequel where he goes back and it's the story of him with like the great grandmother or whatever.
Yeah.
Or somebody else in the far future, like generations down the road. That's what I would think, right? But we'll see. Who knows? Maybe this is anyway. I really like that one.
And you're in the middle of Strife, aren't you?
I am coming close to the end.
Oh yeah. How big is it? How many pages is it?
It's almost 600. It's it's over 600. Yeah, it's six.
Oliver's like,
yeah, it's 678.
678. So
yeah, so this is, I'm not complaining because I love him, right? But this is, I know this irks you too. With like the books that don't match, right? Like this book is so I ordered this through Blackwell's,
right?
Because I wanted the paperback, and the paperback was not available. You know, comes out in the UK first because he's British, right? So it wasn't available here. So I ordered it through Blackwell so I could get the paperback right away. And at first I thought maybe, well, sometimes the UK books, they're different. And so I thought maybe it was just, that's why it was different. That's why it was like a different size. But no, I think it's just a difference. So this book, I'm jumping around. This book that's the only annoying thing, is that this book does not match up with the first three books because it's too freaking big.
Too tall.
It's not only thick, but because it's so long, they had to make the book actually long this way too.
Yeah. My Adrian Tchaikovsky collection is all over the place as far as the shape and size. Yeah.
I've wanted to stick with, so I've done all paperbacks with him, just so I want to keep them all the same. But this book is it's such a chunker that it's a different size. You know, it doesn't match. Like the other ones, like come up to here, you know, and it doesn't match up on the bookcase.
What do you think of the actual book?
The actual book, like the merits of the book. Yeah, no, it's good. It is. So it's like the other books in that you are seeing multiple ages.
Right.
In this book, you see there's 3 different ages. There's the first age, second age, third age.
Right.
And so it does get a little complicated. To be honest, it gets a little complicated. So
you also got all the characters and species from the previous books as well.
So it's complicated. And then there's all the and some of those characters he has pushed really far, like Kern and Mira, that started at Nod, like those characters really push the envelope in terms of being speculative, and so And so there's everything in this, right? Plus the new stuff, right? Plus the new stuff, which there's a really cool new character in there. So I don't think it's a spoiler because I think it's right on the back. Where it turns out on Kern's world, it wasn't the spiders they're not the only ones that got uplifted by the virus.
Okay.
There's another species that got uplifted by the virus on Kern's world. So you meet that character in here. That's a pretty cool character.
That's cool.
That's a pretty cool character. And so it's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, it's a lot to wrap your head around. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on in 3 different time periods. You know, and some of those characters and what they're going through are complex. And it's not just the characters. I don't want to give too much away, but also some of the previous stuff, not just the people, but a little bit of the previous stuff is pulled in too. You know what I mean? So it's a lot. So you gotta focus and you know what I mean? And like really say, and it's and a lot of it, and it is similar to Children of Memory in that for some of it you don't really understand what's going on until you're well into the book.
Right.
Like Children of Time and Children of Ruin, you didn't have that. They were very complex stories that evolved a lot over time, but you never were confused about what was happening. You weren't like, wait, what's going on here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you had that in Children of Memory.
Yeah.
You have that here too. You know,
Yeah.
you're kind of like, what's going on? So, but it's good, man. It's good. It's good.
Yeah. It's very cool that he just keeps knocking it out of the park, doesn't he?
Yeah. Reading. So I am partway through Transorbital, which is a horror mayhem book.
Cool.
So this is Pack sent me this 3 years ago. And this is about like a lobotomist, like a famous lobotomist and his assistant. It's mostly from the perspective of his assistant. And they go around and lobotomizing everybody. You know, it's like set like in the 50s. You know, they're going around lobotomizing everybody, and then obviously there's problems after that, and so you know people start showing up dead, and so that's fun. It's like a very I thought it sounded like that going in, and it is very much like a Richard Lehman kind of book.
Oh,
you know what I mean? It's you know what I mean? It's just like, you know, it's not it's not a Pulitzer winner. You know what I mean? It's just fun. It's just a fun, wacky story. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Switch your brain off and relax, kind of thing.
Yes. So that's what I'm reading now, and then I'm about to start Walking Dead, like you. And then this is my next horror mayhem book that I'm going to read is Stirring the Sheets by Chad Lutzke. You read any Chad Lutzke ever?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, so he's a very small press writer. He's written a number of things, but he's very much in the indie world. You know, it's all small press stuff. And this is a story about. It's supposedly a sweet. So that's why I'm very curious about this. It's supposedly a sweet story about this guy who he works in a funeral parlor and he loses his wife, and so while he's grieving, he finds he becomes attached to this corpse at the funeral parlor that he becomes. But it's supposedly it's more of an emotional story and not a sick story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm very curious to see. We'll see.
That's cool. That's a good bunch of books there.
Yeah. After that, I'm going to be, but that's the week after that. This might be after when my surgery starts. I'm actually buddy reading this with Jess.
The Omen.
Brad, The Omen.
Nice.
I've never read this.
I read that when I was a kid.
Yeah, I never. Actually, Jess is buddy reading Transorbital with me too.
Oh, cool.
But she's going to reread this. She just got this copy, and she's going to read this with me. And so I've never read it. I can't believe it, but I've never read it.
I'm trying to
But
remember who.
You can't remember what?
No, I'm trying to remember who wrote the novelization. Does it say?
David Seltzer.
David Seltzer. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, no, I remember reading it. Because when I first started reading for myself, I did read a bunch of novelizations, and also I remember reading The Howling as well.
Yeah.
My sister, it was like my sister's copy, but she also had Night Shift by Stephen King, which was my first Stephen King book I read, and I was like 15, I think.
Yeah. I haven't read that whole thing. I dip into that during Horror Mayhems.
Yeah.
So I'll probably read a little bit of it this Horror Mayhem too.
Well, I want to have a really proper look at the Stephen King short stories, because I'm in about a week's time on my channel is going to be my top 10 Ray Bradbury short stories.
Yeah.
And I want to do my top 10 Stephen King short stories, but I need to have another look at them.
No.
Reread the contenders and come up with my top 10. Because I've read most of his short story collections, but there's a couple I haven't. The one with the word bizarre in the title, I haven't read that one. And another one, something about sunset. I think that's a short story collection as well. But yeah, most of the others, all of the others, I think I've read. So yeah, so that's something I want to do, which I can start in Horror Mayhem as well.
Yeah. Elaine's here. 3 hours and no biscuits. I must be on the wrong line. Okay, we're gonna do biscuits in 1 second.
Yeah.
Hey, Elaine. That's hi. The artwork alone on the Court of the Crimson King deserves a show.
It's iconic. That's the big red face going.
Adrian has an interesting collection of Lovecraftian stories that came out from Alchemy Press years back. I'll need to look up the title. The Private Life of Elder Things, a collection of stories by Adrian Tchaikovsky. Yeah, somebody was just telling. Lecton, I think, was just telling me. I think he read that collection.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I should mention that. Oh, well, I mentioned it in the video, so you probably already know that the Made Things also has a little prequel short story.
Yeah.
Called Precious Little Things, which I liked even better than the book.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really nice story. I do love these free association Thursdays. Elaine! Hi, Leslie.
Yeah, Leslie.
Agent is well aware of the size of his books. He told me you could kill someone with the hardcover of his most recent Strife, Children of Strife. Yeah.
Yeah.
This was at the World Fantasy Convention, so he may have 3 more out by now.
He's very prolific.
Yeah. Which Jess are you budding reading with? From Bad. Bad is Rad, or Bad is Rad 2 now, I guess is the channel. Bad is Rad 2.
Yeah, a sequel.
The sequel channel. What biscuits you got, man?
Right. So these are really interesting. So these are from one of the Greek islands, and I can't remember which one it was, because these were presents from my wife when she went on a cruise, and they're called karubi, and it says Greek butter cookie, vanilla and almond flavor.
Oh, those look good.
Yeah, and I had them for a while, but I haven't opened them yet, so I'm gonna
break it open.
And then, because actually, the best before date is actually in a few days, so I have to open them.
Yeah, you gotta get eating them, man.
Yeah. So these are probably almond and vanilla. Sounds bloody amazing. I love almond flavored stuff. So I love marzipan, that's almond flavor. Oh, they're very poshly packaged.
Yeah.
They're like in their own little, it's like paper packaging. That's very posh, look. And then
very exciting.
Oh, so they've got it's like frosted.
That's bigger than it looked like on the box.
Yeah. So the can you know what I mean by the surface of the
Yeah, very
yeah
powdery.
yeah
It
yeah
looks
yeah.
almost like snowball cookies that a lot of people make over here.
But they're clearly well I haven't tasted it yet, but they're harder I think than the snowball thing. This well, they've got crunch. Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Those look very similar to not the snowball, not those big snowball candy things. A lot of people over here make like around it's a big thing around Christmas time. These little cookies, they're about the size of that, but they're rounder, called snowballs.
Right.
And they have the powder, the white powder on the outside, and the inside it's like those are almond, right? On the inside of that?
Almond and vanilla flavored.
Yeah. Those look very
very
similar.
subtle though, not very strong, so it's very light taste.
Yeah.
Really nice.
They look nice, yeah.
Really
I
nice.
bet those are a lot like this. I bet those like the snowball. Gareth, I'm going to seriously try to get down your way during the summer holidays.
It'd be so good to meet Dave in person. We almost did it, and then it got a bit complicated. I can't remember why, but
Oh.
I was hoping to meet him when he went to Brighton last year.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Constance says her college roommate got homemade butter cookies from a Greek grandmother. Let me eat them all. So good.
Yeah. Nice. So Constance is not only watching everything, but she's also got Greek biscuits. When we got Greek biscuits,
Right? I mean,
she's like, it's a parallel lives.
it's like the most worldly person that I know. I thought a snowball was crack cocaine with heroin. Oh, Greg.
Ooh.
Good, huh? Just gets better with each bite?
No, it's actual almonds. So it's actually got nuts in it as well. Well, that's interesting.
So apparently what went wrong was that you mixed up the dates.
Yeah, probably. Oh, that was nice. I was going to finish that off.
Yeah. Don't let it go to waste, man.
Oh, lovely.
So many good memories.
But it's very, it's dry. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that, you have to have a drink with it. Which is why we always have tea.
I have double chocolate wafer cookies.
Oh, nice.
They have cocoa wafers with chocolate cream and a hint of hazelnut. No, you can't have this, Bubs. Has chocolate.
Oh, I was going to show you this chocolate we give Ralph. There's like dog chocolate.
Yeah?
That we get from the pet shop. Yeah. I'll show you that in a minute. Oh, they were quite dry. Those really nice, but that's cool. Oh, you can hear that wafer, yeah. You can hear
Oh, that's really good. It's dark on the inside too.
Nice.
Let me get a full one here. Those don't really have enough crunch for ASMR.
I'm gonna show you Ralph's chocolate. I'll see if I can persuade him to eat on the screen.
Those are good though.
I've got loads of, like that frosting all over my trousers.
Your wife's gonna wonder what you were doing. All right, guys. You want your biscuits? You want your biscuits?
Oh, look at this.
Riley? No, I don't know if Riley's still in here. You got him?
So this is what we give him. So this is like half
Scooby
half
snacks. Ah!
Scooby snacks, doggy chocolate. So this is milk chocolate, and so I haven't tried it to see what the difference is. I'm not going to.
Why not?
Well, because I'm assuming it'll be horrendous.
It might not be. You saw it here first, folks. Gareth trying Scooby snacks. How bad can it be, man?
I don't know. No, I've got to be a bit drunk to try doggy chocolate, surely. I can't see who's made them. It's cocoa
See you,
free.
Greg. Should anyone swear word name and get banned? Success. Thanks for coming, Greg.
Thanks, Greg. You were fabulous as always. So this is the actual chocolate for Ralph. Ralph. He's deaf. He's literally right next to me, and he's not reacting. Yeah, do you want this? Oh my God! You got to make some effort. Do you want it?
He doesn't want to reach for it. He wants you to like feed it to him.
Yeah, I think he wants me to read it for him. No, he's not in the mood.
I bet if you took a bite, it would be better than you think it is.
No, I don't know.
No,
maybe one day.
Save that for the OnlyFans.
We'll do it when we've got a guest with us who will be outraged that I'm trying doggy chocolate, and we can see their reaction as well. We'll do that. we'll do it when Margaret's a guest or something. Or maybe if MJ or someone that owns a dog, and then all three of us can have some doggy food.
Yeah,
at the same time.
We could do that.
Would you share your? Oh, he's not even. Mate, I'm trying to socialise with you. But yeah, they're nice. But it's so poshly wrapped up. I mean, it was about, what was it? It's €6, I think it said. Whereas this was a present, but she kept the price on it by accident. Where is it? I think it was quite expensive. It's in the wrapping, I think. Yeah, it would have been in the wrapping. I think it said €6.
Yeah. Well, only the best for you, man.
So it's quite expensive because there's only a few in there. There's like 1, 2, 3. There's only 4 in there. There's 4 biscuits.
That's like €1.50 a biscuit. Wow. She must really love you, man.
Yeah. I think she does. The day after my birthday is our wedding anniversary.
Yeah. The second wedding anniversary, right? The first or the second?
Yeah, because the first one, the main one, yeah.
Oh, the first one.
Yeah, now we've got a tradition which will be the second time this year where we're going to go to Mykonos for our second anniversary, which is nice. Yeah. But yeah, because you saw us on my birthday, wasn't it? So but we would have talked about the fact that it was the next day was our anniversary, wouldn't we? Yeah. So there we are. So we've done the biscuits. So have we still got people in the chat?
It's stopped now. There's still people here, but I think we could probably call it.
Yeah,
we're 3.5.
Yeah, absolutely. To be fair, I think I've done well because I was really struggling to stay awake about 2 hours before the show started. So I was like, "Oh, I hope I'll be all right." But
yeah, I mean, you seem like you were really dragging. I mean, just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But you get a second wind when you're talking.
Yeah, because you didn't seem tired.
Yeah, I woke up.
Constance's just eavesdropping now. I think that's Dave's still here.
Dave's still here.
We're at the point where people have, even if they're still here, they're just dropped into listening, because it's been a long, we've been here a long time.
They're now listening while they're doing their arts and crafts.
Yeah. Or eating, getting their meal finally, there's like it's all right, I listen to these guys for 3.5 hours. I need to eat,
Yeah. But I would recommend, because we've just expected people to watch us for 3 hours. Yeah. Dave, watch the political show I did a couple of days ago. It was so good. Honestly, Jono is amazing. And I didn't say that much.
This
I
Dave,
said,
not the other Dave, right? This Dave.
you, Dave, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Dave and the other Dave, but you in particular, you would really,
Yeah.
honestly, you'd love listening to Jono talk, and you would learn more about the British political system and the 6 different parties you can vote for.
Okay.
6 different main parties. You'll learn. You'll love it. You'll definitely enjoy it. So
Okay.
honestly, yeah, give it a go.
All right.
Stick it on the background. Constance, love and hugs back. As
Love and
well.
hugs, Constance.
Yeah. And
All right.
hi
Well,
to Elaine.
I'll just mention again. I
Oh,
was off getting a Belgian triple chocolate
nice.
cookies.
That's the spirit.
So yeah, so we'll be a few weeks off again, guys. If you weren't here before, so sorry about that. I am having a shoulder surgery shortly, and so I've been through that before, so the recovery is kind of like a little debilitating, so I will not be up for live streams for a little bit. So
I'm going to say really vaguely that we were hoping to come back with a very special show, but we're waiting to find out if that's a thing.
Yeah. But either way, we are planning to be back in about we think about 4 weeks, right? Maybe a little less, maybe we'll say. But
yeah,
we'll be back.
Yeah.
So and
but we're in Dave's hands. Whenever Dave's ready,
yeah,
we'll do it. And probably with Pat. But maybe not. Maybe with someone else.
We'll see. See what happens. But
I'll check again.
Big hugs, Dave, and hope. Thanks, Elaine.
Thanks, Elaine.
So, all right. So, thanks everybody. As always, thanks for coming out, listening. Joining in our all our funky nonsense. We appreciate it. And
great night.
We will see you all again soon. You could get an alternate.
Yeah, get an alternate.
Yeah.
Remember, this is on as it's next to me. This is on sale. If you want to get it and read it and have a laugh, people have said nice things about it, and I didn't pay them. Joe did a lovely video, didn't he, about my first book?
He's a good friend.
Cool. He's a good friend.
So, all right, everybody. We'll see you next time. Thanks.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for chatting.
Oops, what did I do?
And thanks to James as well. We had a guest on earlier. Yeah.
Thanks, James. I thought I almost kicked myself.